All right, there we go. It should be good now. All right, there we go. I think we're good. Mm-mm-mm. All right, can you guys hear me? Does this work? Hello, hello, hello. Not sure why this isn't working. Oh, there we go. All right, I think we're good now. Can I explain why? So I never short this personally because for me, a data high is extremely a strong magnet. So I don't care if I see the most textbook setup in my life here. I'm not shorting with a data high above. That's just me. That's just something I do for my rules, and I don't care what anyone says. I just don't do that. I've been trading long enough to know I get wrecked if I do that half the time. One setup for life got nerfed. This is not a good one setup for life. This is like an A minus setup, and I'll explain why. Yeah, everyone hit the dislike button. Let's go. I'm just kidding. Hit the like button. Your stop loss said today. I'm not in a trade, so I'm waiting for I just want to see if the price action is good. Also, it looks like this did not close above the volume balance here too. Guys, I'm waiting for like a really light bulb setup. So a data high is just a high we get off of a news event, and you can see this 815 high was off a news event. So unless I'm not taking a trade today, if we're not going to get a really good setup to it. Why don't I trade ES anymore? Because VIX is too low. ES is like watching Asia session. I'm still gonna go live on YouTube. Don't worry. Or on Discord. Sorry. 0% win rate. Yeah, I just typed it in so that no one joins. Mm. So let me. So I have this Google Drive, and basically it goes over like actual good one star for lives. I'll show you. Um, Let me show you. This is pretty sick. So I have a Google Drive, and someone actually just made this for me. So I'll send this out at some point. But here's every one setup for life. All right. So I want you to take a look at some of these. All right. So I want you to take a look at some of these, and they're kind of blurry. I don't know why. So we got this one, we got this one, this one, this one. I'll keep going. So I want you guys to know, like, what do you notice about these ones that are for life, or a lot of them? I want say in chat. What do you notice about a lot of these? Well, this one's a little different, but yeah, there's always like some sort of raid before, and the main thing is they're all like super. They're all I'm taking them all super low or super high. Okay, so see how there's one super low or super high. So this one's at the bottom of the range. This one's at the bottom of the range. I gotta turn off executions for this. I don't know why my executions are on. But this one's in the bottom of the range. They're all in the bottom of the range, or they're all in the top of the range. Do you see the difference with this one? See how this one's in the middle of the range and it's from a fair value gap that's from like 20 minutes ago? Like this is why I said this is not A plus. This is why it's only an A minus setup. Because I'm really trying to catch the one down here that's going to be in the bottom of the range and get like that V-shaped recovery. Like that's what I want to see. So that's the other reason why I didn't touch this one, because it's not really that light bulb like bottom of the range, instant V-shaped. It's that type one, if that makes sense. Like if you study your past winning trades, you'll be really patient and be like, okay, know what I'm looking for. I really want to take this, and if you don't get it, you don't get it, right? That's why I didn't touch this one, because it's just not something that looks like the I've taken before. So yeah, I don't want to show my executions. Well, on those, it just makes the chart look messy. That's why I don't like sharing executions. So yeah. So like, let's say we got this. How many people would take this if we got like a 2-minute inverse and then boom, like that? I mean, I know I would, but if we don't get it, we don't get it. I just sit in my hands unless we get it. Does the SMT count if one index makes equal highs or equal lows? Yes, as long as the other index takes it. Can I look at CL? Yeah, I guess. Dude, this Bitcoin trade was a banger. I don't know. So I alerted this on my Instagram and TikTok and Twitter, and man, this was awesome. I don't know if you guys took this, but I took this on a personal account. All right. See, dude, I'm just so used to trading NQ that this just looks like a mess to me. Like I can't trade this. Like I get what you're saying, like, oh, there's a gap here, but it's just like so messy. I don't know. We did leave equal highs here. So let's say we got an inversion out of this. There is equal lows too. So, okay, let's say we came down here to these equal lows and I got an inversion here, then that would be pretty good. Or if we got, maybe we could get this. I'd want to see either of these equal highs or equal lows up first though. So that's just my opinion. If none of those are swept, then I wouldn't touch anything. So I mean, we could get this 2-minute. See, if we got like a V-shaped recovery above this 2-minute, this would be, honestly, I would give this probably A plus. But we'll see. You guys got to realize, even if we dump all day and we don't get this, I'm not going to take any losses, because either we hit my liquidity pool or we don't. And if we don't get any momentum or whatever, or set up towards my liquidity pool, then I'm not going to take anything. So. And then all you guys are gonna be like, oh, he's not live trading. Dude, I'm just waiting for my setup, man. Dude, meeting Patrick was cool. He's a lot nicer in person, so I was trying to troll him, but it was hard. Data high is a high that's created off a news folder event. All right, so let's say we got like a V-shaped reversal here. Then I will definitely take this trade. And then I'll move south break even here. So the indicator for equal highs it's called equal highs and lows by out of options. It's pretty good in my opinion. It's like my favorite one. So I don't know. I just like it. Someone said, damn, look at SMCI. So I'm in this long term. So I really I don't know if who's watching, but man, if I had an indicator to tell me like when these daily inversions happen, like that would be awesome. So I'm in an SMCI play, and this is actually a long term more of investment. So I'm risking like below this fair value gap, and if we just totally wreck this fair value gap, then I'm gonna get out. But I'm in like a long term kind of play here, so I'm kind of going for this. So I'm expecting to hold this for probably more than a year. So I mean, you can see my earnings must have been bad, but I mean the charts and discount doesn't look bad. Still got a lot of room, so I'm chilling on that one. It's just a long term investment though, so. Mm. Yeah, it's down 25% pre-market. That's kind of crazy. But again, it doesn't matter because in the grand scheme of things, it's still pretty low, and it's more an investment for me. So. Mm. Reason I like the 2 minute here over the 1 minute because the 1 minute isn't singular. The 2 minute singular here. So I'd go for this. Oh, I gotta put my code here. Uh, So if we get this, I'm definitely gonna take it. See, this looks more textbook to me than the one before. Mm. But I don't want to see a stall here. Let's see here. I gotta go live for my Discord too. Mm. Okay, I'm back. I'm good. I'm good. The 3 minute. I mean, the three or the. I mean, ideally I want both the two and the three to inverse here. So, yo, what's up, guys? Someone said size heavy. No, absolutely not. I'm sizing lighter than normal during elections, so I don't go full size during elections. Now, to be honest, doesn't look like it wants inverse, so it's not going to be as a plus anymore as if we were to just go like this. So, honestly, if we get it again, I'll probably go to eval count. So what I wanted to do, see for take that my live count is I would have wanted to see this instantaneous, but it wasn't instantaneous. So therefore, I would not take this in my live count anymore. Maybe if it wasn't elections, yeah, I would, but it wasn't instantaneous, so I probably wouldn't anymore. Also, we triple equal highs here too. Like we're building up a lot of equal highs here, so I'm expecting these to be ran at some point. But if they're not ran and we don't get a setup to them, then I'm not taking anything. I will still take this on an eval account if we close above it, just not a live account because I just don't like how we didn't V-shape above that. So that's that. A lot of people say like when you trade live versus funded. I have my own rules like when I do that, but this is definitely one of those situations where I would have taken this live if we close above, but we didn't. So now we're kind of stalling, and if we do this, this is just way longer. So I just don't. I'll just take the eval. And now, if it wasn't election week, then I probably would still take it live, but I don't trust election week. I have a Express. Well, yeah, but you got to realize there's so much uncertainty leading up to the week before election, so that's why the price action isn't that great. Just someone said just stopped out of the 1 minute. Why did that fail? It's not a guys. This is not a valid play right here. If anyone's taken this inversion, you have not watched my model enough. There's two fair value gaps here. This one, and then there's this one. You have to wait for both to break, but this doesn't even look clean. The 2 minute is what looks clean here. Is SMCI okay? I mean, yeah, this is a long-term investment, so I'll probably average down here. We're chilling on SMCI. I'm gonna be holding this for like years, probably. So was the earnings bad or something? Do I use SMT? I use SMTs. How much am I risking in money mo on SMCI? I think I put like 5K in, but I'm gonna probably up that to 10K. It's you, RPK. I don't know who that is. You're in a short from the 2 minute inverse. I don't know what 2 minute inverse you're talking about, but why are we dumping? Because we're not in discount yet. We could dump the discount. Who is my mentor? ICT. ICT taught me everything I know. Only person I learned from. Oh, I did learn one thing from Zusi. Zusi too. I learned how to identify market maker models easier off him. There's one video I watched of his, and actually, like, I watched a lot of ICT videos, but that was one video I remember still. Hey, that's awesome, Meja. 80% win rate every day? No, I have a 0% win rate. Can I? It's in the gold nugget section. So again, if we literally just straight dump here, I will not be taking anything today. I will just sit here in my hands and do nothing. We could dump to this discount and then maybe get a setup. That would be ideal, but we left equal highs here, here, and here now. So the RR of this long is just getting better. But if we don't get the long, I'm not touching anything. ZEUSSY. When did I become? I was profitable when I first started trading off penny stocks, and then I became unprofitable with options. So like, I started off profitable because penny stocks weren't that hard. Oh, SMCI hasn't reported yet. They sold off an AMD earnings forecast. What do you know when they report? So is AMD dumping too? Damn. AMD's dumping too. So long-term AMD, I would love to buy AMD like under 120, but I don't think this can happen. Mm. I am going to mark these data lows too, just in case, because we do have data lows and data highs. Do I always go break even as soon as price takes the internal high? No, I teach more when I go to break even in my private group more. There's a lot of like stipulations on when I want to go to break even and when I don't go to break even. Like if we have LRLR, I'll wait a little bit. But if it's like really like jagged price action, I'll go to break even quicker. So Dude, someone just said Dodgy deleted his video when NQ effed him hard on the trade I wasn't even taking. Very nice. So since we made a single fair value gap in the 1 minute, but we want to use a singular gap. But honestly, both close there would be fine. But honestly, this is bearish. Is this? Can I say this is bullish right now? Can I literally say like, yeah, guys, this is bullish here? Yeah, no, this is not bullish. This is the opposite of bullish. If we were bullish, we'd be getting every inversion right now. Is any inversion happening? Absolutely not. So, like, I literally just, if I say this is bullish, don't listen to me. I would be an idiot if I said this is bullish. So why not jump in? Because I don't jump in when we're dumping it. I need a model. The data low is sitting at here, 20. So, but I want to, if we, so a good tip is if we ever, so I'm going to watch this 0.5. If we hit this 0.5, we get like some sort of bullish reaction here, we stall around, we go up, then I expect us to go back to the highs. But if we get like a monster candle gapping through this 0.5, then this is going to turn into a sell model, and then I expect this sell side to hit. So down here. So it's really all going to be, I just want to see what happens at the 0.5 here. It's going to really tell me a lot about what price action is going to do today. So. Do I care about yesterday's equal lows around 11 a.m.? Not really. Not right now. I mean, they're not perfect, but again, in order for the buys to maybe be bullish here, we would have to inverse this 5 minute. That's the only thing that would be bullish. But until then, I cannot objectively say, yeah, this is bullish. And if I did, then leave my stream because I would have no idea what I'm doing. I missed a 30-second. I didn't miss anything, dude. There is a 30-second gap down here. I would give this probably an A- setup again. And then you'd go stop break even here, but I don't want to touch anything yet. I want to see what happens. Like if this 5 minute inverses, this would make me go bullish. If ES already hit discount, oh, good question. He's saying if ES already hit discount, is it okay to long? Honestly, I think the answer could be yes. So yeah, ES did already hit discount. So we could get this 5 minute version. I will do a poll for this, just so you guys know, on my Discord. So best case scenario for maybe getting this would be just a singular candle close above. Doesn't take more than one candle. We literally just shoot right above, close above it immediately. Worst case scenario, we do this and then close above. You don't want to see that if you were to take this, but so everyone vote. I just did a poll in my Discord for this on Tops Up account. We'd also be delivering from a 15 minute here. The only thing like that makes this not like light bulb is we technically did not hit discount, but yes did. So all right, looks like it's gonna be yes. So we'll take this on the Tops Up account. But 20 points, 20 times 2 is 40. So yeah, I will take this on the Top Sub account. I do this poll in my Discord where I have students vote for like I'm doing like a YouTube video right now, so I'm having students vote for plays, and they all voted yes on this one. If 70% or more vote yes, then I take the play and top step, and yeah. So you guys can watch me execute this if you want. But we got to get the close above. If honestly, if this starts to stall around here, then I'd probably rethink about taking this. How much is a membership in my Discord? $1 million. How do you avoid over trading? Just do one trade a day, and if you fail, you automatically can't trade ever. You just have to have like a sticky note that says, okay, one trade a day. That's it. So my rating of this setup is probably A, not A plus, because I would have liked if we tapped discount, but it's still a decent setup because I still like how we're delivering out of the. I still like how we came into a 15-minute fair value gap here, and we kind of had a nice reaction to it. So. Yeah, or you can turn off. No, I do not watch the ICT 2024 mentorship or the 2023 because it's just information overload, and I already have a profitable model, and I don't need anything else. So, yeah. So, let's say this candle doesn't close above, and then the next one does. I'd probably still take it, but if it takes 3 more candles to close above here, I wouldn't touch it. Or to combat over trading, you can buy like a revenge trade account. I've done that. See, the best case scenario would be if this closed like this, but I don't think it will. There's still 24 seconds left, and that's just not enough time, I don't think. Let's see. Well, it could be a last second clutch here. Let's see. I'm just gonna get ready just in case. All right, looks like so no close there. So if this next candle closes, that wouldn't be bad either, but no close there, so I'm not gonna take it. Do you think there's a point where you should stop watching content? Yes, 100%. Once you find your model, stop watching content. Except mine. I'm just kidding. No, here's what I'll say. I found my model and I don't watch ICT anymore. But let's say you found an IPG model. Like, let's say you're doing IPGs. Well, then you can still watch YouTubers. Like, and I'm not talking about me. There's other YouTubers that do it too. Like, you can still watch YouTubers who talk about IPGs. But make sure it's not like a whole new model. It's not your model you're trading. Because that's just going to mess you up. Beach Panda, you can't. You don't understand. You can't. If you're doing that, you can't set parameters on prop firm accounts. It says you can, but it doesn't work. What do I think about PB trading? He's a good dude. PB and Blake. He's pretty funny. The only thing that their Discord has so many like kids in it that I don't know. It's just I try to keep myself professional because if you're really trying to be a professional trader, then honestly, unless the market's one choppy or two, there's just nothing going on, then you can mess around. But I really try to be locked in during real price action. What do I think about TGR trades? TGR is like the gate. It's like he's like the gateway drug. That's where everyone starts, and then everyone figures out, oh, there's actually way more stuff I can learn beyond what TGR is teaching. Like, this is too basic. Like, let me learn more. So he's like the gateway to ICT, I feel like. Like, a new person's like, oh, this guy's great. And then you slowly realize, like, there's a lot more. I don't know who that is. What's my opinions on Lewis trading? Dude, everyone asks me this. Lewis is a good trader. He knows how to trade IPGs well. He was in my Discord for six-ish months watching my streams. So, I mean, if he wasn't, then maybe he wouldn't know what he's doing. But he definitely is a good trader. He knows what he's doing. I'm never gonna talk bad about any of my students. That's just, I mean, then that means I didn't do my job and I taught them wrong. So, uh, who is the guy with the sunglasses who scalps? I don't know. Oh wait, Dave teaches. Yeah. Stop lying. What am I lying about? Why do I stick to one model and not include others? Because you're less emotional. You know what you're looking for. You know how to execute it in your sleep, and it just makes you not emotional. I don't really know enough about him, Nick. Bonkonomics. I don't really. I mean, I think he's. I know something happened on his Discord, but I don't really know enough about him. Make a support ticket. Albe I don't even know how to say your name. Make a help ticket on my thing. I mean, Lewis, dude. I'm not lying. Lewis is definitely a good trader. I mean, he knows what IPGs to take. I mean, some of those IPGs he takes on Instagram are very questionable, but I mean, they work. So, can I show my search history? Sure, I'll show my search history. As wait, I probably shouldn't do that. I mean, just I don't want any links to come up. Ready? Here's my search history. Best vlog. Beat drop constant noise sound. I searched it yesterday. No, Tana is back in New York City. Yeah, Hydro blocks everyone. Shopping for Lambo. I was looking. If I were to get a Lambo, it'd be like a marketing like write off. That's so I wouldn't obviously waste my money on it. It'd be a write off, but I've been looking maybe. I'm going to a property today at 1. I'm looking at buying a duplex, just one, and then I'll buy more if the market drops. I should do a collab with TJR. I don't know. He doesn't even like. I don't even know if he knows me. Maybe. Dude, we're leaving a lot of equal highs up here. So now if we were to get, so let's say we get this IPG now, okay? Let's say we get this IPG now. Honestly, this still wouldn't be bad because this would actually be a really nice order block, but is this even close to forming anything light bulb here? I wouldn't get a Ferrari for my first car, a little out of my price range to get like a nice one that I would want. Yeah, I'd probably have to get a DSCR loan, but we'll see. What is the difference between my $237 course and my premium Discord? The difference is there is none. They both suck. I'm not here to advertise my crap, okay? You can, I mean, that's a question for Discord. How much is a Lambo in the US? I don't know, like 300K. But I would finance it. I would trade. What I could do is I could trade in my Corvette and barely have to put anything down and just finance it. So it's not like I'd be losing 300K in my bank account. How do I deal with taxes? I have a CPA. Dude, so people are asking about my course, bro. I'm gonna turn into like one of those. I'm gonna turn into a commercial. Yeah, so here you can get my $237 course. It goes over IPGs. And then 5 minutes later, new commercial. This ain't the Super Bowl. There ain't no commercials here. Besides, use code Dodgy for 80% off discount on Apex. No, I'm just kidding. Why be trading on election week? Okay. After elections, probably. On the day of elections, I don't know yet. So for anyone trying to long this, is there any long setups yet? Is there anything telling me, yeah, this is going to pump? Yes or no? No, there's not a single thing that has told me the market's going to pump. Nothing's getting inverse. No OBs are being created. We're literally respecting every bearish rate value gap. And that's really like a big sign I use to identify order flow. Right? I don't need to see footprint charts to see that this is not bullish. Okay. So apparently Top Step is not letting people trade an election day on a funded account. That's actually crazy. That's crazy. Interesting. I look handsome. Thank you. That's, I mean, did you guys see the last election? If you watch my back testing video on YouTube, the last election, um, there was like I don't know if this was accurate, but it said there was like a 700 point candle on FX replay, but obviously it might have been fake. I don't know. It's only live. Oh, live accounts aren't? Okay, that makes sense. It's because when the market opens, we're just gonna get a giant move, I think. Check SMCI. Yeah, I know SMCI is dumping, but that's fine with me because I'll just average down. You gotta realize I'm in this long term, guys. This is a good long term buy. We're in a monthly fair value gap. We're in discount. If we like hit here, I'll probably just get back in. I mean, SMCI at $15 would be a steal. Just not gonna look at that. Same with UPS. So UPS is another one that's pretty low right now, and UPS is a good company. So UPS, we have a potential weekly inverse right here. Now, I think right now is obviously not. I mean, yeah, if we got a weekly inverse here, I don't think this would be terrible either. I mean, it's just super low. It's still a good company in my opinion. But no, I don't pay attention to the macro news. I just buy low, sell high. And if I can't do that, well then what I'll start doing with all my shares is I'll start selling options. I can just literally just sell options. All my people in here who sell options know it's a cheat code. Why don't I switch over to options? Because I don't know how. I just can't. I'm not good at picking the contracts. If we get to pass an eval in 30 days, what would my risk strategy be? I do less trades, more risk on like A plus 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 setups. Yeah, I was unprofitable on options because I didn't know what I was doing. Like I didn't know how to pick the contracts. So and time decay and stuff. So am I going to do more free streams? This is like a once in a 3 week month thing maybe. Who I say my most successful student is, dude. I just interviewed someone. So for everyone here, by the way, I started the second channel. It's called Dodgy's DD Shorts. And I've been doing these interviews, and they're definitely good content that I could post on my main channel, but I just made a second channel for it. I just interviewed someone who's got 90K plus in payouts. This one was skeptical, I know, but there was like another one, and I have proof for the 90K. But there's been like students I don't even know who are getting like over 100K in payouts, which is more than me. That's more than me I've gotten in payouts. Okay. And I haven't posted the interviews yet, but I'll post one today. But great watch. Okay. And I am going to do some struggling students too. I do have one video where this guy was struggling, which I post, which he was an athlete. so he can't take losses. So I kind of talked to him about that, but I've done some really good interviews. Would definitely go check it out. And the 90K guy, I'll upload that probably in 2 weeks, maybe. See, some of my Discord just said I've had over 160K since starting. That's crazy. I mean, my model woodworking options, you just time decay might bite you a little bit if it doesn't like move fast. I think in less than a year, 90K. I'm not avoiding you. Big Nash, what's up? Yeah, the big payouts at copy trade. 100%. How much are you risking or funded? 50K, risk 200, 100K, risk like 300, 400. I don't know. Am I paper trading today? As of right now, no. I mean, I don't think this is bad price action. If we get like a really textbook light bulb setup long, I will live trade it. But so far, I don't see anything. It's got to be like textbook, like light bulb flash flood warning textbook. Can I tell you how to classify the setup in the A plus, A minus? I have a full PDF on that, but generally A plus setups sweep liquidity and hit a fair value gap and earn discount for longs and premium for shorts. A setups usually are discount for longs, premium for shorts, but usually they only have either one a liquidity sweep or two a delivery off a fair value gap. And A minus setups are just like those mid-tier setups where yeah, there's a liquidity sweep, but we might be in premium for longs and discounts for shorts, but the price action is still pretty decent. You're still going along with the draw on liquidity. And then B plus setups are just that, but on bad price action days. And then B setups are 50-50, where there's like a random liquidity sweep or in the middle of the range. It kind of looks good, but you're not sure. Those are like B setups. That's like to basically sum it up. I bet you there's like 300 people here who's like, what the hell is he talking about? I think it was less than a year for the 90K, Devin. DG, that's my goal right now. That's what I'm trying to do. Why is the 1 minute bad? Because okay, the 1 minute short's bad because we're too low now. I would never short this, so this 1 minute short sucks. But I mean, yeah, there's just nothing that looks light bulb. The only thing that kind of looks good right now is this 5 minute. So that's why I'm on the 5 minute chart right now. I don't like anything besides the 5 minute here. All right, so here's market open. Looks like we are maybe could go for discount here. And once we hit discount, like I said before, if we get a monster candle through discount, that typically means we're in a sell model and we're going to go to this low here. But it all depends on how we're going to react here. If we even hit it. ES has already hit discount. So if ES still gets, if we still get a long setup from here, that would still be okay because I think there's an SMT here. Is there an SMT here is a question. Maybe not. Oh, wait. Yeah, so there is an SMT here. So there's an SMT with ES and NQ. So NQ has not hit this low and ES has. How do you see SMT so fast? Well, it's just, it makes, I mean, you can see one hit discount and one didn't. So there's likely an SMT. So I just I look at the crosshairs. So. So again, the only way that I'd go bullish here is if we broke this 5-minute inverse and we got an OB, and yeah, then I'd expect this to pump. But until that happens, I cannot say I'm bullish here. All right. So if you're bearish right now, that actually makes sense because this is not bullish. Okay, so if you're trying to take a short and you're like, oh, Dodgy wants to be bullish, this is not bullish yet. I'm just saying, like, if we do get it, that's what I'm waiting for. But if we don't, then I just sit out and do nothing. So don't not short just because I say I'm looking for a long. Okay, I'm gonna make a video. I'm making a video on how to know you're ready when to trade solo. And one of the things I talk about is if you're listening to other people still, you're not ready to trade solo. Yes, easily, Amber. Just got, I mean, either one on a personal account, make $200 a day, which is super, super, super easy, or two, copy trade. Yeah, ES is getting a decent bullish reaction here, honestly. So ES looks like we're inversing this, but for anyone who knows me, I don't take ES at 5-minute inverses. But this is exactly what we want to see in NQ right here. See how we have this OB? We're going to get this OB now off an SMT. This is the forever model for anyone who knows. If you know, you know. What made you so good? I don't know. I just figured out things, I guess, from screen time. Beach Panda. An SMT at the lows is always a bullish SMT. An SMT at the highs is always a bearish SMT. It can never change up. What prop firm do I recommend? Definitely don't recommend using 80% off for code Dodgy and Apex. Link in the description below. Definitely not. Buy a 50K account because they're super cheap. Definitely not written above me right now. Someone said, what prop firm do you recommend? I literally have it written above me right now. DG, that's my goal right now. You keep spamming that. Can you please stop? Yeah, I'm telling you, like, if you're hesitating on your trades because, oh, Dodgy's saying something different, then you are not ready to trade on your own. You probably shouldn't even be on this live stream. How do I deal with taxes? You hire a CPA. On a 25K, I would risk like 75 per trade. By the way, for anyone in chat, does this SMT actually mean anything right now? Yes and no, and why? Yes and no, and why? No, because there's no setup off the SMT. It's literally just like an SMT just in the middle of nowhere. For an SMT to matter, you really need to see a setup. And because we have not gotten a setup here, therefore the SMT doesn't matter. It's just an SMT in the void and you just watch it. Now, let's say we got a 5-minute inversion here or something, then yes, it would matter more. But so far, that has not happened yet. So an SMT is just another confluence. You actually need to see a model, and then the SMT would be your confluence. So there is a 30-second setup here. This is, I would probably rate this like, I don't know, probably an A- setup. I just don't like how we're dumping so much, and this is obviously not that bullish. So again, nothing really right now is light bulb. This is more of like an eval account play. If you want to try this on an eval, that would be okay. But I still want to see like this 5-minute break for like to tell me the bias is actually bullish. Again, none of this is light bulb yet. That's the thing. Like, I'm really waiting for like light bulb setups, and none of it's light bulb yet. So I don't know. Also, like, what's really holding price down now? It's this 5-minute ES and this 5-minute on NQ. And until those break, I can't really say we're bullish yet. So that's why I don't want to like. That's why I'm just not jumping into random 30-second longs here. It looks like we will tap discount here, which is honestly fine. And then once we hit this discount level, we'll kind of see what the market does. But remember what I said. If we get like a monster candle through this discount, then I'm expecting two things to happen. I'm expecting this to be a sell model on either one ES or NQ, or two. I'm expecting these data lows to hit from yesterday. So down, where was it? Right here. There's data lows from 10 a.m. But that's only if we get like a super bearish candle through this 0.5. What do I think about ICT blowing his Robins account? I don't care. I was gonna do the Robins, but the commissions are high, the margins suck. I was on the application, and the application takes really long to fill. Like it's like super like they ask for way too much info. You have to set up through. I have to do them through my LLC. You have to do a bunch of this crap, and they call you right when you do it. And I'm like, there's no benefit of me doing this, so I just didn't do it. I didn't sign up. If you go to sign up for the Robins, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's stupid as hell. If someone were to give me an account connected to the Robins right now, then I'd do it. But it's all BS. I don't want to go through the whole application and do all that BS and give them all my information and just it's like 20 pages of paperwork, dude. And there's no benefit of me doing it. Besides maybe using like if I get on the leaderboard, like the guy in 5th place was up 5% of his account. If I got on the leaderboard, I can market that, but I never trade the account again. Check Discord DMs, Evan. I think I did, Evan. I think you were self-promoting. That's why you got banned, but I didn't ban you. Yeah, Ryan, where's the tool for the discount graph you have in the chart? It's right here. It's this fib tool, and I just had the 0.5 turn on. So what I'm expecting here, because this momentum down, I'm expecting NQ to hit this 0.5. And once we hit this 0.5, I'll just kind of see what happens. I'm not trying to like predict anything here. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're just gonna see what happens when we hit the 0.5. Yeah, dude, the Robbins people have called me like 4 times. Like, bro, that's just so annoying. You literally need a lawyer to sign up for the Robins. I swear. Can I do a video on light bulb setups? I just made one of my private Discord. Probably not on YouTube. All right, so it looks like we're at the 0.5. Let's just see what happens here. I'm just kind of watching, like, will this be how will we react to here? Again, monster candle, I expect us to go down much lower, but if we do get like a wick off this or it's bullish reaction, then I'll expect to be bullish the rest of the day. This is really going to tell us a lot here. Your sister is single, nice. Again, nothing about this is bullish, okay? So again, I'm going to say this again. If you're shorting here and you're like, oh, Dottie's trying to be long, do not reverse your position just because of what I'm saying. Okay? This is not bullish. Nothing I want is happening right now. And you should not be listening to me because this is definitely most bearish. And again, would I short down here? Why or why not? Can I show the trade that I tried? I haven't tried a trade yet. Yeah, way too low to short down here. I would never short down here. Way too low. So okay. So I'm going to say this early, but because of this reaction here to this 0.5, we're going to see how if the candle closes like how it is now, then I will expect data lows from yesterday to hit. Yeah, also, I'm not shorting here because we're just too low. And why didn't I short up there? Because there's equal highs above. Unless 5 stars align, I don't take a trade. You guys got to realize I'm very, very patient. So unless 5 stars align, which up here they didn't align because we had data highs and equal highs. So I don't long that. Or I don't short that. And down here, we're just too low. So I don't take a short. I don't take a long because we're not bullish. I'm very, very particular. I really, really wait. But now, what I might do is I might take a chase on my eval here, maybe, to these data lows if we get like a B setup. So what I want to see is maybe like a, I don't know, something like this maybe, and then an inversion. But I would not take them a live count. It's just too low now. So we'll see what happens. But I'm expecting these data lows to hit, and the reasoning is because we're really displacing below this 0.5, and whenever you see a monster candle through this 0.5, expect us to dump. So I think this is going to be a sell model, and I want these data lows as first TP, and then I want this as TP and ES. So does everyone understand why this is bearish and why I'm calling this out to be bearish now to these data lows? It's all this 0.5 level. It's all the reaction here. Because I know in a true bullish market, this would not be happening right now. Okay. I know if we were truly bullish, we would not be getting this candle here. So am I watching the hour 4 inverse? Nah, I don't really need to see the 4-hour inverse. I mean, yeah, I am for long term, but I don't really care about it. I'm already bearish whether this inverses or not. ES did take its saddle low from yesterday, but NQ should take its saddle low as well. I mean, typically they both do. Wait, the data low's here, sorry. So the only trade I could get in now is if we retrace back into like the premium or the short term. So like this, and then maybe we got to set it from here. That's the only trade I could take. Otherwise, I would be gambling, because why the hell would I short this low and why the hell would I long now that I've seen this is bearish? So we'll just have to watch the move play out without us, or we do nothing, and yeah. Y'all need to find a new mentor or you're cooked. This was an A+ setup. I'm just following my rules, man. I can't short with equal highs above like that. And honestly, there wasn't even any textbook inversions to short this morning, so no matter what, I could not have shorted. I don't think there's a single A+ inversion set up. How do I know if they're data lows? It's like it's a normal wick off of a news red folder event. So yesterday, see this wick? This was at 10 a.m. and what happens here is there's unfilled orders here that get created off this wick because it's super fast. So what happens is these unfilled orders like to get filled. So that's why I think we go down, because again, look at the reaction to the 0.5. In a bullish market, would this have happened? Like if we were truly bullish, would this have happened? Absolutely not. I bet you we'd have bounced there. And because we didn't, that makes me think, okay, we're bearish. So now, is there any way for me to get in here and short unless I chase? Is there any model, anything, any fair value gap entry, anything? I don't take CISD, Laren. I only use inverses. Yeah, there's nothing I could even short here. This is literally just you watch the move play out without you. So why don't I take a trade in short? What's the reason? Because there is no textbook short in my opinion, and it's against my rules to short with equal highs above, and these are super obvious equal highs, so therefore I don't short. Now, I won't be live streaming when I do catch the long trade, because if we save these equal highs for, let's say, later this week, I bet you I will be in the trade that comes up to these, but it just doesn't look like we're going to get them today, so I just don't do anything. But yeah, I don't take a short because we're too low, and because, so here I would take a short if we got one. Here we were too close to the equal highs. Now we're so far out of proximity to these equal highs where I don't really care about them as much anymore. But honestly, if we still got like a textbook like retracement here into premium and then like a inverse, I would maybe try this. But not on a live account. Only eval. Now let's say we hit this, we got an SMT with ES and ES hit this. Then I would maybe take a live account play. Does that make sense, everyone? I'm super particular. You guys don't understand like how particular you have to be. This is years of screen time. Same thing with this. Like this, I don't even like this long anymore because we're so close to these data lows now. So I'd only take this on like an eval account. You know, there's so much you have to know. You just know this AI clown chases trades is unprofitable. Yeah, I don't do that. How long have I been profitable? I think like 3 years, I would say. I don't even know. Because I was profitable when I started trading. Ugh. Demo King here? Yes, I'm the Demo King. Data lows are lows created off a news folder event. SMC, dude, everyone's like complaining SMCI is down 30%. Bro, if we go back to like $15, I'll literally just average down another like 5K. It's a long-term investment, guys. I ain't swing trading that. It's a long-term investment. Why am I live on YouTube today? I don't know, just for fun. I'll stream on YouTube a couple, like, I mean, as long as my people in Discord chat don't care. I mean, I'm still reading both chats. All right, so we could get a possible eval play here. So let's say we come up, we reject this fair value gap, and then we get this. I would only take this on eval because yes, I would think the bias is bearish, but why would I not take this in a live account? Exactly, Ryan Pitt. Yeah, we're way too low to take this. Like I would never take this in live account. We're way too low. Way too low. So now I will execute this on screen for you guys if we do get it on an eval account. Let's see. Let me switch my eval real quick. So you guys can watch my execute, but this is only gonna be eval. Absolutely not a live count because we're too low. I risk like $200 or something. Now let's say, let me give you a different scenario. Let's say we got this kind of signature in price, but we got it way up here and we had no equal highs. Would I take this in a live account? Yeah, 100%. But because it's so low, it just sucks. But I don't mind it because we would be delivering off of a 2-minute fair value gap, so we'd be rejecting a 2-minute, and then we get a 1-minute inverse, and then we think that the market's gonna go lower. So how come I don't use standard deviations? I don't know. I use liquidity. I think liquidity is more concrete than standard deviations. Yeah, people are like, why would you short? We're dumping. We're dumping. Dude, I'm never going to short and discount, man. This is just too low. I used to use footprint charts. Now, let's say, and this is theoretical, let's say we get a giant candle over this inverse. Well, then this could be a potential eval long, but I want to take it on live because I don't like how we're close to these data lows anymore. Like to me, it just feels like we're between two liquidity pools that could very well be hit. So these data lows and these equal highs. So I just don't like that. Now, let's say we hit one of these and then get a setup. Well, then that would be perfect. You know, let's say we hit these and then go up. Perfect. Let's say we hit these and then go down. Perfect. They're just, I don't like trading with a lot of liquidity on both sides. Should I take this long on eval too if we get it? Could try it. I'd probably use the 3-minute here. I mean, if both close above, that'd be better, but yeah, I can do a top step pull if you guys want. All right, I'm doing a top step pull. Let's test your guys' knowledge. We'll see. What do you guys take this or not? So I'm doing a top step pull on my Discord. It's should we take this on a funded account for the top step? So I like these votes so far. Everyone's voting no. Thomas voted yes. Again, the reason why they're voting no is because again they understand that longing this with these data lows now would probably not be smart because we're so close. Now let's say we got this above here. Well then yeah, I think this would be in play. But we're just too close proximity to these now, in my opinion. So. So if I were to take this on an eval account, which I will do, I'll probably take like 3 contracts. So far, this momentum's pretty good, so this could work, but dude, we got a light bulb set up the other day. It was in the PM session though. Remember that we got a light bulb set up on Friday. That was textbook. So I took a trade on Friday. It was a light bulb. I'll show you guys what it looked like. This setup right here. We had equal lows on here. We displaced a bunch through the 0.5. And you can just see, look at this candle through the 0.5. Super bearish. So I'm like, okay, we're probably going to go to these equal lows, whatever. We hit the equal lows, immediate reaction here. And then there was a super obvious like 30-second too that I took. Look how light bulb this looks. Super instant reaction. We had an intermediate term high above. I mean, it's just so super good. So that one I slapped like instantly. You don't really have the same vibe here, I feel like. And this isn't, I mean, to me, this isn't light bulb because we have these data lows below. So I'll try this on eval, but just for teaching purposes. So let's see if we get this close on the 2-minute and the 2-minute here. I'll get in with like 3 contracts, and what I'll do is I'll probably just go for here for now. But IPG, I take IPGs in every time frame, whatever one looks the best. You've never seen someone go back on his word so much? What do you mean? All right, looks like we're gonna get in the position. So this is gonna be eval account only, okay? If you're taking this live account, not smart. So I'm gonna get in here, all right? And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do 2 contracts off here, and then do a YOLO contract for the highs. How about that? I would give this probably an A- setup. So I think it's an A- setup. I think the momentum's good. I like how we're in discount, but I do not like how we're in election week, and this isn't as light bulb or A+ as it could be. So therefore, I just stay off my live count and just take this on an eval count and add more pundits to the collection. So I will be targeting these equal highs above here, which are. So I will be targeting, where is it? I think right here. Honestly, the momentum here looks really good. So I do have a good feeling about this one, but we'll see. Yeah, it's going to be here. So I'll do the last contract here. Now, the other thing is it's also a macro time right now. So it's a macro time as well, which is honestly not a bad sign. So we'll see what happens. But so someone just said, why am I only taking this on eval? Can everyone repeat the reasons why this is only eval only and not a live count trade? Why is this not high probability? Or why is this not as high probability as it could be? There's multiple reasons. Yeah, we're too close to these data lows. That's the first reason. And the second reason is it's election week. And unless I see an A+++ light bulb flash flood warning setup, I'm not taking anything in my live count, especially during election week. Okay. Do I still think this works out? Yeah, I still think this works out. But I just don't want to be emotional or stressed out when there's no need right now. Now, what I will do is typically in a live account, I would go break even here, but because I'm an eval, I probably won't. Honestly, I don't really care. ES already took us the high. I don't really care. What's the excuse after 11? After what? If we inverse that fair value gap we bounce from, should you get out? No. No, I'm just trading my model. All I'm thinking, like, this is literally just an edge. This is probabilities. Let the probability play out. Oh, we got news in 1 minute too, so this should be fun. Even a better reason to take the eval. We have news in 1 minute. So yeah, I would definitely not take this in a live account. So if you guys look, we do have news. I forgot about that. So we have pending home sales in 27 seconds. So hopefully it's good news, but this is a complete, well, not a gamble. It's still an inverse play, but I'm going to just have my stop set just in case. If we hit this high, I'll go break even. Let's see. All right, let's see. Here's the news. Oh, God. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't do much. It didn't really do anything there. Okay. All right, so pump there. Did we create equal highs here is a question. We did. Did we create equal highs there in NQ is a question. Okay, NQ did take this high. So I will go to break even here because NQ took the high. So you can see in the NQ chart, which is where you want to do your analysis, NQ did take the high. So I go to break even there. And yeah, you never want to do analysis in MNQ. You always want to do it in NQ. So I go to break even there. Now it's a free trade. And yeah, we're just going to target these highs right here. So now I do feel good about this break even because why the hell should price come back into this if I'm right? If I'm right about us pumping here, well then why the hell would price come back down here? That makes no sense. That would be not logical price delivery. So should just pump now. And it's the macro time. So macro time, we have a little LRLR above here. Doesn't look bad. Now, everyone loves to ask, do I trail my stop loss? No, I don't. I just leave a stop loss where it is. I mean, we could be bullish, but I don't know. It's just we're in between two liquidity pools, and until we hit one of them, I don't want to touch my live count. It's more so because of elections, and unless I see something like S tier, like an S tier setup, it's election week, dude. I can't. I don't have enough trust before election week, especially with, I mean, the presidency run this year is just so uncertain. So Yeah, exactly. I hate trailing my stop. How many times? Like I used to trail my stop, and I'd get stopped out at trailing, and then it wouldn't hit my break even, then it'd go up. And I'm like, what's the point of me trailing my stop if it's gonna be a free trade anyways? You know. So now there is a 5 minute speed bump. Okay, so there is a 5 minute fair value gap here, which is another good reason to go to stop the break even. Because do we truly know if this 5 minutes gonna break here? No, we don't. So that's why I also go south break even there, right? My model is I use IPGs. So right now I'm in off this 3 minute IPG. Because we bearish for rally gap gets wrecked and we're in discount. Pretty much no reason. And we got this like kind of decent LRLR above, and we got equal highs above, so. What would be live account worthy right now? Nothing. Sorry, but nothing. Do I know the Muffin Man? No. Yeah, so this should, so where there's 7 minutes left in the macro, this should really speed up. Obviously, the last speed bump is going to be the 5 minute. So if the 5 minute does close above up here, well, then that's really the last thing we want to see. Yeah, if you're in a live account, you never trade before 10 a.m. news. I never do. I mean, you can if you want. I never do, ever. Unless it's at 8:30 news and there's a perfect one set up for life. That's the only condition. What happened to the data lows? I don't know. I just saw something differently. I don't. Maybe there's an S&P at the bottom, but I don't. I don't marry stuff. I don't marry like I'm not marrying these data lows. Obviously, this is a bullish reaction, and I'm not. I can't deny that. So I don't marry anything. That's the one thing you learn about me. I play price. Price action is king. You guys gotta understand. Price action is king. Trade what you see, not what you want. Exactly. So we should get a Lambo candle here. If you don't know what a Lambo candle is, you'll see it in a second. And the only reason I'm saying that is because we're in a macro time and we just really heavily displaced by the 5 minute fair value gap. So this is where you get the Lambo candle, or some people like to call it the Drake candle, whatever you want. So there's a few different names for it, but ugh. All right, let's see. The 5 minute did close above. So we got LRLR here in the 5 minute. So you really don't want to see this slow down here. And if it does, it's going to stop me out of break even. LRLR is like low resistance liquidity. So see how there's like a little trend line here that we're getting stuck at? Now, if I was in a live account, I would scale here, okay? I would scale here because these trend lines have been actually really respected during election week. I don't know why. It's just how it is. So, but I'm not in a live account, so I don't really care. But I'll be live probably until like 11 or 11:30 maybe. All right, this is where you want to see a pretty decent candle. You don't want to see a slow down here. There's 4 minutes left of the macro time. So if this is not hit by 10:10, then I'm going to get out 2 contracts. See how we're slowing down here? This is why, like, if I was in a live count, I'd scale here every time. I don't even wait for this high, but I'm not, so I don't really care. We did just create equal highs here too, which is a good sign. Oh, no, we didn't. I take that back. These are not perfect equal highs. We have the perfect equal highs here. Because I'm just showing people how to manage risk, and I don't know. Someone said, "How am I so calm in a trade? You get scared whenever the price drops 1 point." Because it's all probability. I'm literally just trading probability right now. This could be a losing trade, and I wouldn't care. It's all probability. It's all edge. I back tested long enough to know this is all probability. No reason to be scared when you're executing a winning model. Exactly. And the stop loss is a break even. That's the other reason. If the stop loss is a break even, who cares? Any live trades yet? Nope. I doubt I'd take one today. We'll see though. So there's 2 minutes left of the macro time. So this needs to hit in the next 2 minutes, or else I'm gonna get out 2 contracts. Because if this doesn't hit in the macro time, that's not a good sign. All right, let's see. Hydra, I did show my search history. I showed it earlier on stream. All right, this is where you want to see a pretty decent sized candle. Let's see if we get it. There's 1 more minute left. If we don't get the candle here, well, then I'm getting out 2 contracts, and I'll just leave a runner. Do I have a video explaining the macro times on YouTube? The macro time is the last 10 minutes of every hour and the first 10 minutes of every hour. Boom, there's your explanation. So it's 10:09. This has got to run in the next 1 minute, dude. Right there. Boom, there it is. Okay, so ran at 10:09. So first TP did hit. So if you're not scaling out there, you're a bot. So yeah, don't be a bot. So now what I'll do is I'll modify this to 1 contract only, and I'll do modify auto, and we will go for a home run at the equal highs now and the data highs. If I find an opportunity to average in, I will get it. I will average in. So 0% win rate. Let's go. So today I had a 100% win rate on stream today. Again, no one else has a 100% win rate, and I hit a 100% win rate on stream. Who else is doing this? Dude, I literally hit a 100% win rate. No one does that. Dude, if you know who I'm mocking right now, dude, someone else says the same crap. I'm like, dude, it's 1 trade in 1 day. Why are you saying you 100% win rate? Oh god. Yeah, that's a joke. That's a complete joke, guys. That's a joke. I'm mocking someone. I go live every day in my Discord, but it's paid. So if you don't have money, don't join. Also, I don't want your money. You can literally learn this for free and be fine. Macro times are the last 10 minutes of every hour. And here, literally just type in this indicator. Here, these are the macro times. See how the macro runs a strong liquidity right at 10:09. You want to see it run in between these dashed lines. The next macro time is right here. Now, let me teach you guys a lesson. What's another reason why I scaled there? It had something to do that had nothing to do with them. I mean, Macro time, but also something else. What was another reason I scaled there? Dude, Hydra's macro times are BS. Do not trust those macro times. ICT's macro times are real, all right? Only listen to ICT. Don't listen to anything else. So another reason why I scaled there is because it's an intermediate term high inside of a fair value gap. And do I have any idea if this fair value gap is going to break? Do I have any idea? No, I don't know. So that's the other reason. And because we're back in the premium of the range, right? We're back in premium of the range. I don't know if it's going to break. Hopefully it breaks, but we'll see. Now, if it does break, I may average in. We'll see. I may add another contract. If you don't scale here, that's just you're missing out. You need to scale here because I truly have no idea if this is going to break or not. So. See how we're stalling here? Because again, the macro time ended. We just tapped a very high resistance spot. This fair value gap that was unbalanced. That's just what happens when the macro time ends, you know? ICT recently said we look for price runs to start during macro times. I mean, yeah, you want to see price run during a macro time, but I like to see when price runs during the macro time, I like to see the level I want hit during the same macro time. That's really what I like to see. So I didn't like the 3-minute bearish IPG to the 842 data lows. No, not really. I don't use fair value gaps to the left here, honestly. Also, you got to realize this is a 2-minute fair value gap. It's a 3-minute fair value gap. It's a 4-minute fair value gap. This is a fair value gap in every time frame. And it's a 5-minute fair value gap. This is the 5-minute fair value gap that I wanted broken before, but it never broke. So now if we broke it, then maybe I bet you we'd pump. But unless we break it, I can't confidently say like, yeah, we're going to pump here. All right. It's like it's a time frame on everything. I give it an A- setup, Daniel Johns, because the data low is below, but that's more subjective. Mechanically, you could give this an A or A+. Yeah, so I'm doing so for anyone who doesn't know, I'm doing a free stream for NFP Friday. I'll try to pass some evals on stream. I do like the stop loss method, so you guys can join my Discord if you want to join that for free. Do you guys see what happens when the macro time ends? Do you guys see this? Macro time ended here. Look what's happening now. It's just topping. Macro times are so important. Can I do this for the whole November? No, sorry. Ban who? Noah, can you please not say that? Oh wait, if that looks real and you're actually like sick, then maybe. Never mind. Okay, you're actually sick. Okay, sorry. I hope you feel better. So you're expecting A+ if we close above the IPG for long. Okay, so Sarah, so there's a new Discord member that just said, "Are you expecting A+ if we close above the IPG for long?" If you compare this to my trade recaps, does this look anything like the trade recaps I post? Right here? No, because we're in the middle of the range. This one looks more like a trade recap, but I don't like it for live count because it's just election week, and I don't want to risk anything during election week anyways. Unless it's like S++++++. So the bottom one, yes, but this one, no. This one would be more of a, if it breaks, we'll definitely, 90% shot of going up, like kind of vibe. But it's not like an A+. It's technically not a model because it's just too far in proximity. This is more something that I use for bias at this point. So like if we broke it now, then I'd expect price to run up to the data high and then maybe these equal highs. Yeah, I mean, okay, if we have 10 a.m. news, but we get an A plus set up at 9:15, then yes, I will take those. But anything after 9:30 to 10, I don't take with news. I'm a live account. I know. I gotta retire early. Zusi reversal macro time 9:45 to 10:15. Bro, you're just making things up. 10 a.m. is a reversal time because of the 4 hour candle. So any time before the 4 hour closes is fine. Like we can get a reversal at 9:45 to 10:15 because of the 4 hour candle. Just because Zusi says that, it's like made up. It's the 4 hour candle. ICT teaches all that. These clowns are making up their own crap. Like, oh yeah, we reversed at 9:44. ICT didn't teach this, bro. It's still like in the parameters of what ICT teaches. What does WDR stand for again? I don't know. Money Me. It's in the stage channel. You have to do get access. What's good to watch after the 2022 mentorship? I would try to find a model after you watch the 2022 mentorship, and then if you still can't, then watch the core content. Benji, you really ideally want to trade in news days, but you want to wait for the news to come out. Do I use Replicano? No. Have I heard of Tapta? Yes, I have heard of Tapta. It's decent, I guess, but you don't need it. If your boyfriend dyes his hair blonde, does that make him gay? Yes. How much do you think I made off trading this year? I probably made, let's see here. Off trading just this year, I made $7.50, I think. Oh no, $7.75. Wait. Yeah. All right. Dude, isn't this crazy? I literally knew this would happen because again, the macro time ended. So imagine if I didn't sell this, you'd be more emotional. So I'm making a vlog. I don't know if anyone. So I'm trying to find someone to edit a vlog. If anyone like is a really good vlog editor, I'll pay you $100 to edit a vlog. It's for like I was trying to like it was my vlog this weekend, and then I'm also gonna. I still have to do one more clip, but just DM me in Discord, and I need to see a vlog you've edited, and it needs to be good. DM me your work. Dude, I'm gonna get so many DMs. Uh, Oliver, I mean, just shoot me a DM. Someone said they've experienced with Snapchat filters. That's funny. Uh, or the other opportunity is I'll give you 1 month of free premium if you edit my vlog, which is probably more than worth the value. It's up to you guys. So honestly, this isn't a bad candle. If we were to get another good candle through this, I could try averaging up, maybe. But if we do not get a candle through this that doesn't look good, then no, this is not going to work. Does everyone understand? The 5 minute did close above. Okay. I'm going to do a little educational moment here. So I actually am going to trail my stop here. I'm going to average up once. So I'm going to average up here. Okay. Now, what you can see is my stop loss is now below a 5 minute order block. It's below a 5 minute order block. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how safe do you think this stop loss is if it's below a 5 minute OB? And an IPG on the 5 minute. I think it's pretty safe. So because I'm averaging up and my position's still here, I'm now going to move south of break even there because I still think this is pretty safe. And my stop is literally like I'm just really just taking this now, honestly. But my stop's at break even. And then now that allows me, it gives me the opportunity to be able to sell one at the data high just in case the equal highs don't hit, because this is still a high probability target. And then I can sell another one at the equal highs. Now, if this 5-minute OB and IPG get completely wrecked, would that be a bad sign? Yes, I bet you. I bet you if this gets wrecked here, I bet you we go back down to my earlier entry, which is right here. So I'll just kind of mark this out. All right. Now, what's causing us to stall here? Well, this 1 minute and 3 minute. But once he's clear, I think this is gonna pump like very quickly, maybe. So yeah, if we go through this 5-minute IPG and this order block, we're probably gonna be bearish. So yes, this is an IPG. We broke this inverse. I mean, we got an order block plus an IPG. So what do I think about someone open a monthly membership and then open a whole new one expecting a certain amount of students? I don't know. I'm making a membership very soon, but it's only going to be limited to 30 people the first month, and I'm not going to promote it anywhere. So it's going to be like one-on-one where I literally like watch your trades, and I made like an accountability program, and it's literally like I put you in groups of 4, and I literally check your journal every day. I see what trades you've taken. I rate them. I leave feedback on them. And not only I do that, but all the other students in your group are going to do it. And there's homework questions for every question, and there's an exam at the end of every week. So that's pretty cool. How do you get into that mentorship? You can't right now. All right. So good momentum here. The only other thing I want to see here is I want to see this broken above. Yeah, the mentorship's only going to be focused on my model. That's literally it. Plus, like, everything I use surrounding my model. Like market maker models. How do I apply IPGs to using a market maker model? Stuff like that. All right, so I do not like this reaction at all. All right, this is not a good reaction. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. This is a horrible reaction. So I'm guessing this is gonna be stopped break even because of this reaction. But is that fine? Yeah, because it's a break even stop, and I'm already up on the trade. So you can just tell like that reaction sucks. Look at how bad that reaction was. Instant rejection there. I mean, we could get lucky here, but that's not a reaction you want to see literally at all. My win rate in October has been like probably 60%. Not the greatest. Okay. Dude, this is a very bearish reaction. If I was on a live account right now, I'd actually get out here if it were me on a live account. But because I'm eval, I'm not going to touch it. But I don't like this, and I don't like this LRLR below, so I'm guessing I'm going to get stopped out here. So if I was on a live account, I'd get out a lot here. I would save myself a few points, and just who cares. But I'm just going to hold this for now, I guess. This is super, I mean, I don't know. It is election week, so we could not hit this LRLR because that's what price has been doing, but I don't know. Just not really the reaction you want to see. Then just get out? Nah. I ain't no P word. Why don't I look at the bigger fair value gaps instead of looking at dude, I love looking at these fair value gaps nested with a high inside of them. So see how we have this high inside this fair value gap? This is important, and this reaction is important. This tells me we definitely could go back down to the range, but I could be wrong. We'll see. If I'm wrong or right here, does it matter? Does it matter if I'm wrong or right here? Yes or no? No, it literally doesn't matter because I already made money in the trade and my stops are break even. If I said we're gonna dump here 100 points, would I change my stop loss? Nah, I'm just gonna keep it. Bro, I can literally tell you guys we're about to get like J Pow is about to dump the market. I don't care. I'm still leaving my stop here. I'm not gonna get out. Never execute based off emotion or thoughts. Okay, execute based off the model, the probability, and the edge. Do you understand that? No, I did not, D. I didn't think it was high probability enough. I was trying to, but I was gonna take the live trade earlier on the 5-minute, but it never triggered. So, all right, this is a pretty decent candle. All right, now we just need to see a close above this. To be honest, I hate how this candle closed right at the tippy top. That sucks. I want to see a 2-minute close above this or a 1-minute. Literally anything. Yo, what's up, Reddit Farm? Yeah, who cares if you're right or wrong? Play the edge. Ugh, why didn't that candle close below? That's annoying. Or above, I mean. See how he didn't close above that? That's just not what you want to see. I'm watching this 3-minute. Hopefully if this 3-minute can close above, that would be a good sign. There's 48 seconds till the close. This is not bullish at all. Why is this not getting close above? Oh, I'm so emotional. I'm gonna get out of my trade. Ugh. Who do I trust more, God or IVGs? God, every day, bro. God is king. So yeah, I don't like how he didn't close above that. Again, that's just not bullish yet. See how this, I know this is tiny, but this is important. See how the bodies are respecting this is just not what you want to see. You want to see good momentum above this. Should you join this trade? Yeah, bro, join this trade right now. Please don't join this trade. You already missed the entry. This is not a good sign. So we're at an OB here. There's no way I don't get south break even here, dude. Just look at this. This is so bearish. Maybe I get lucky. I don't know. We'll see. I know in a bullish market we would not be stalling here because I've been in so many winning trades that we don't stall here. So it just doesn't happen. How to understand fair value gaps? Watch ICT mentorship and watch my YouTube videos. Dude, the amount of people who tried making a bot for IPGs has been crazy. The one thing I wouldn't mind is a scanner. So if you could find a scanner that shows me, like, I'll show you what I mean. I just want to see this. If you could create a scanner that finds stuff like this, where we're super deep in discount, we have an obvious singular fair value gap, like FinViz, yeah. And then it says, like, when this gets closed above, like, that would be awesome, because then I would take trades of my own depending on the context, and I could check the chart. There's so many trades I've missed where people, like, DM me saying, oh, yo, look at this chart, like, look at the stock chart. And it's a textbook IPG. Like my scanner right now is the people in my chat. I wish I had like a bot to scan for that. Like this is just perfect. Like if we got this would be such a good long term. But I don't know. It's just so hard to code something like that. But this would be an awesome. It's almost like the strat. There's like a strat bot that said, okay, this is a 2-1-2 reversal, and I remember it used to do a bot in Discord and be like, oh, this on AMD, there's a 2-1-2 reversal, and it would be a scanner for when these things happen. Then you could take it based off of what you thought. But so 2 degrees is trying to make me an IFG indicator right now. He's trying to make an IFG indicator. So I've been at 2 degrees house like past week, and I gotta go back, but we're gonna try to get that done. Is 1 minute IPG off of a 5-minute IPG with drawn liquidity in your favor a good model? Yeah, but don't be too mechanical. LRLR is trendline liquidity. This is just not looking good. I know like Java kind of, but I don't know enough to code it. The indicator is gonna be really good just to show you like the obvious fair value gaps that I'm typically using my trades. You'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna see if we can kind of line it up with maybe like a statistical thing. We'll see. I did go to uni, yeah. CRT, I don't use CRT. Dude, the thing is, dude, like I have so much screen time where I've been able to predict soups without knowing any CRT, without watching any Romeo. It just comes through screen time. There is a bearish SMT. I don't care. There's data highs above. I don't care. I'm trusting the edge. My major was cybersecurity. Do I think Romeo is a fraud? Dude, he's a complete fraud. Complete fraud. You guys want to see something? Wait. Bro, look at this. Just read this. This guy is a complete fraud. He's a complete scammer. He's a con artist. Stay away from him. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a contract off here. So, oh my god. Okay. So I took a contract out there. I don't like how this is stalling. I'm gonna leave one left. And yeah, this is really horrible. So my stop loss still is a break even, which is going to be down here, even though it doesn't look like it because there's this dumb whatever this is. But yeah, and I'm just gonna honestly, I'm probably just gonna go for the data highs here. I mean, the equal highs are nice, but I don't like how we're slowing down here. I don't like how this is stalling. I don't like how we're rejecting this high. So I think this will maybe be break-even trade unless we got some sort of monster candle up here. This just doesn't look good anymore, and this is too slow. No speed, no anything, and yeah. So that's why I'm scaling contract because I just think it's more safe. I like cybersecurity. Yeah, it's not as much coding as computer science, so. Yeah, it's a visual bug. So this actually isn't like this. It's a visual bug. My stop is still a break even here. So I just don't like how this is stalling so much. And we're forming so much LRR here where I could easily get stopped out. So better to take profit. So I went to school. I'm not telling you where. Did I drop out? No, I finished college. I got my degree. I did not go to University of Miami. I'm from New York. So again, do you think that was the right decision? Maybe scaling one? I think so. Because we're just so slow. Mm-mm-mm. Prism needs my help. I did not go to a SUNY school, no. I mean, it feels awesome. I mean, I'm changing people's lives. I made people hundreds of thousands of dollars, so it's kind of cool. But I don't know. I make people more money than I make because they just use way more size than me, which is kind of cool. But TJR is just a marketer. You got to realize, like, yeah, he is, but he has a whole team of marketers. You know, I have two manager people who are like post my stuff, edit my stuff, but I'm not the one actually doing the marketing. So once you get to like, and this is for anyone who wants to start a Discord or wants to start like a chat room, whatever. Okay, like once you get big enough, you really hire people, and you do. All I do is I just trade. I'm a trader. So like, and then usually what happens is you hire marketer people, and then it makes it you look bad. But technically, like obviously, I still show this stuff for free because if you backtest enough, you'll see my stuff works, and it's very clear. I'm not trying to scam you guys, but um, like there's people who I know can't trade who do only market, but there's also people I know who can trade who look like scammers, but they just have a bunch of marketing people make themselves look like scammers. So it just I don't know. I mean, TGR has. I mean, he trades live. I mean, he knows how to trade, but he obviously makes. He just has marketers that make him more money too from other things, you know. And why, if you have the skill to do that, why would you not do that? I mean, monetize your skill, man. Come on. But yeah, the problem with this industry is everyone seems like a scammer, which I know sucks. But you just have to know, like, you just need to be around them long enough, be able to tell. No, TGR is fine. It's just his. It's like Walmart ICT concepts that you could just. I don't know. I mean, he's not a scammer. He can trade. What he did is he's smart. He monetized his business outside of trading. He's smart. When to ignore SMTs? You always ignore SMTs if there's never a set. If there's not a model or there's not a long model or not a short model and there's an SMT, I don't care about the SMT unless you actually get a model. So I do the evals on NFP and CPI. So you saw my video with Casper SMC. Yeah, Casper's fine. Do I know Trading Lewis? Yeah, Trading Lewis was one of my students. He was in my streams for like 6 months, so he's a good trader. He knows what he's doing. Should you trade the week after election? I don't know. I'm gonna see. No, I'm just on an eval account right now. Do you guys think I made the right decision to scale one contract because of how bad this is? One for yes, two for no. Yeah, I think I made the right decision too. So you got to realize you always got to think about what a winning trade looks like. Okay, does this look any sort of good that like what a winning trade does? No, not at all. So I scale a contract, I'm safe, and this just is horrible. So also the other reason I scale the contract is because we're forming so much LRR to the downside here, where we could easily do this, and if we do this, well, I'm gonna get stopped to break even anyway. So why not scale a contract and profit while I'm up in the trade, and just yeah. And after the macro run, we were just chopping for so long, so it's just a smart idea. See how algorithmic this LRR is starting to look. This is not what you want to see. Okay, what could happen is we could get something like this, and I could get lucky, but I would have this marked in your chart all day. Would I wait for the 1050 macro? I mean, the 1050 macro starts in 8 minutes. So honestly, if we're still in the same position and the 1050 macro starts, then in the next 20 minutes, I want to see price do this. But in order for that to happen, what needs to happen? What needs to happen for this purple line to happen? Yeah, we need displacement or something, or a close above this IVG. This is what truly is holding price down right now. And unless this gets closed above, I literally can't say I'm bullish here. This is what's holding us down. So it's literally just this fair value gap here. Unless this gets broken, I can't predict we're going to go up here. So this is where you really want to see. TGR is making profit off a lot of things. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to get into the logistics of it, but am I in the ICT charter group? Nope. Yeah, it's a visual bug, X and I's. My stop at break even is down here. This has happened multiple times to me, I promise you. What is time distortion? What time distortion is this. This crap is time distortion. Who did I vote for? I voted for Harambe. Yeah, it's still break even, Matthew. Trust. Does sharing this model make it liquidity? No. We're literally 1% of the market, dude. The market doesn't care about us. What time period is that? This is from like the 3 minute. This 3 minute is a 3 minute. It's also a 2 minute. It's a 2 minute and a 3 minute. Honestly, I wish I didn't average up because I bet you this could easily happen, but we'll see. I probably should not have averaged up, but I was just trying to be educational. I usually don't average up because I don't know. This is just horrible. So, do you guys see how we're coiling up? I feel like we're gonna get a big move here at some point, and I hope it's up because see how we're coiling. Just if I go to a line chart now, just look at this. Look how coil up this is. Do I use SMT? Yeah. Okay. Someone asked, when would I have a bearish bias? Honestly, with us being close to these data highs again, I probably want to be bearish unless we swap the data highs again. Someone said my YouTube tag says I have a 0% win rate. Yeah, I know. It's a joke. Honestly, okay, I'm gonna be honest. If I could stop the break even here, this last contract, that would be really cool because it can see why I scale a contract. But also, if this is a win, that would be cool because you can see why I average up. So whatever happens here, like both are honestly great outcomes because you can see this LRLR forming, and that's why I scale the contract. So if I get stopped the break even here, you can see why I actually scale the contract. But also, if this is a win, you know, you can see why I average up. So honestly, whatever happens here is both good scenario. And my camera just dropped. Nice. Awesome. Hey. Give me 1 second, guys. Jesus Christ, dude. Ugh. Camera drop. All right. A little technical difficulty here. I'm using my Osmo Pocket 3 that I just got. All right, we're good. All right, I think it's good. We're good. We're good. Oh, nope, it's moving again. All right, so do you guys see this candle through this LRR here? This is, dude, there's no way I don't get stopped out here. Look at this. Look how algorithmic this is. This is where you get like typically giant candle. Now, if I'm wrong, does it matter? No, because I'm still stop at break even. But this is typically where you get the algorithmic candle and go through this. Maybe we get lucky here, but this is too algorithmic, man. I can't deny it. Too algorithmic. It really doesn't matter. Like I could be like, oh yeah, we're definitely getting stopped out here. But do you see me changing my stop loss? Am I changing my stop loss based on what I think's gonna happen? No, I'm just trusting the model. So yeah, the title's clickbait. Everyone joining right now is probably so confused. They're probably like, oh, he's taking a loss here. This is just a break even because I averaged up. But I already took the win from down here, so. I'm not trading a single micro. This is just my average up micro. I took 4 micros on this one. I'm just showing you like what this is a 50K Evo account. I'm just showing people what you do in a live account. And a funded, you want to risk about $200. I risk about $200. I hate people that are like, oh, you should be risking 1,000. Like, no, get out of here. And then you copy trade 200 on 5 accounts. That's $1,000. Red, I didn't give it an A plus. I gave it like an A minus. I heard of Justin. Yeah, I've done a live stream with Justin Werline. Thoughts on trades by Matt? I don't know. I don't really know how he trades. All right, just stop me out already, please. We could. I still think we could go like this. Honestly, we could get another textbook set up here, maybe. Nah, I wouldn't rather close a trade. I'd rather leave my stop break even because it's still 0 risk. Still 0 risk. So here's the macro time. Macro time starts in 1 minute. So let's just see what happens here. You gotta still realize there's still 0 risk on this trade. I don't think people understand that. It's impossible. It's impossible for me to lose on this trade. Okay. He's short of the trend line break. Good. I mean, it wasn't a bad short, especially with this. Like when I see this, this is not what we want to see, and I made that very, very clear in live time. If I'm bullish, is this what we want to see? Absolutely not. And that's why I scaled the contract because I'm like, okay, this is probably gonna fail. All right, so there's a break even. So did I make the right choice scaling a contract up here? Yes, I did, because I saw this LRLR forming. I saw how we reacted here. I saw how we rejected this tiny fair value gap. And because of that, I was able to take a contract off. I realized that that is not bullish because I've been in so many bullish trades, and I know that's not going to happen. And I saw how the 2-minute didn't break. I saw how he held the 2-minute. I saw how he held the 3-minute. And because of that, I take off a contract, and then I get stopped the rest of break even, and you're going to see how that works and why that's so good. So, again, very good example on just reading price action live and seeing why price action is king is so important, okay? So now that trend line broke, now this is where we could definitely see like a long setup back to the upside, maybe. But we'll see. And again, for anyone who studies turtle soups or knows what a turtle soup is, this is always going to be your turtle soup if you're wrong. Like the market always stalls here. So when you see this reaction a lot of time, it's like, okay, this is not bear, this is not bullish. I'm going to scale a contract here because I know just from experience what usually happens. So Okay. Why did I take the first setup after the close of the IPG and the 5 minute? Because um, because the 10 a.m. reversal, you should inverse both for leg ups anyways, and that's just basic ICT knowledge. So um, this 30-second does look terrible. There's just a lot of variables here. So now this 30-second could very well be decent, or the 1 minute. So this would be decent. However, I'm not going to take it because I'm going. This high is now protected, so I don't. Unless we take out sell side, I'm not going to long again. Pair name, NQ. I mean, this is just protected because look at this damn reaction, man. This is super bearish. You do not see this reaction here ever. So now this is protected unless we get something like this where we go up again, then take out sell side and manipulate. Then I'd retarget this protected high that was a soup. But right now, I don't take this inverse because you're targeting a protected high that just got souped. Pickle said IVDs. That's funny. Yeah, Pickle's 98% win trade strategy failed me. Uh, uh, uh. Did Tanya ever scale her long position? Again, any decent trader who sees this, if you didn't scale, like I don't know, I feel like you'd need more work because just knowing the environment of the market, you just have to scale here, dude. I'm telling you, this is not what we want to see. I guarantee you, if ICT were live trading and he was bullish these dead highs, I guarantee you he would have scaled here after seeing this. I guarantee it. Like, bro, I've been in so many winning trades. I just know to scale there when I see that stall. I'm 22. Dude, the same dude keeps saying there's a bearish SMP, but you still expect the market to go to the data high. Yeah, dude, I'm just playing the edge. The edge is a data high. Typically likes to be hit in the same day. I don't care if there's an SMP or not. It's literally just probability. So this is a decent inverse. I will take this on eval again, but unless we get a manipulation lag, I want to touch this on live. Let me see. I think I'll take 4 contracts in this one. 663. Yeah, 4 contracts. And again, the only reason why I would give this like a B setup. The only reason I give it a B setup is because you're going for a high that rejected another high inside of a fair value gap, and this is not the high you want to be targeting. It just sucks. You don't want to target this high. And the only way I would target the high is if we took out more sell side. So I will get in here because the 30-second did close above, but this is a much worse setup than the setup I took before because of the high you're targeting here. Just kind of sucks. So the momentum doesn't look terrible though. So let's see what happens. And it's the macro time. Does everyone understand why this is a much worse play now than the one I took before? Type 1 if you understand why this is a way worse play. It's because the target here sucks. And unless we did this, it would not be a good play. Because you're going for a protected high. So when you go for protected high, you want to see sell side taken out again, and then you want to see a long. So this is really just an educational trade to show you guys that this is not a great trade. But again, that's why I'm here. So definitely not a live account play. And we're in the middle. You don't want to diddle in the middle. We're in the middle of the range too. Versus this one was much lower in the range. This one made more sense. But this one, anything can happen, honestly. A protected high is a high that takes in another high inside of a fair value gap. And these are not highs you want to target unless we take out more sell side. So the reason why this is a risky play is or why this is a B setup and why this was an A minus setup is because this is like a 50% win rate setup right here. Because the high, you don't want to target a high that took in another high that rejected a fair value gap, because this right here is not bullish at all. This is super bearish, and it's a super high resistant high to target. It's just tough to target half the time, and it's just, yeah, that's why. A data high and data low, you can watch my YouTube videos on them and just see, but it's basically just a wick formed off red filler news. I just use the 0.5. That's pretty much it. So already I can see this is not a good reaction. So typically winning trade would not be doing this. Again, you really want to see good momentum here, and when this momentum stops, it's not a good sign, but we'll see what happens. Again, this isn't a good trade. This is a B setup, and I'm taking it just to show you guys why it's a bad setup. An A plus setup, I bet you if this was an A plus setup, which it's not, I bet you it would have just jumped right up. But it's a B setup because we're going for protected high, which is a very high resistant target. And two, we're in the middle of the range, which you don't really want to take trades here. So what do I think about Trader Day? I don't know. When did I start? Like 3 years ago. Or sorry, 5 years ago. I started ICT like 2 years ago. Or no, 3 years ago. I don't know. I don't keep track of the dates. 3 minute, yeah. So the 3 minute didn't close. Again, I'm telling you guys, this is not a good entry. Okay, and I already said that before I even got in the trade. But that's why I'm on eval count only right now, and that's why I'm just teaching you guys right now. So if we close below this 30-second, that's when I'll get out, and I should still be green in the day. So I'll probably just either stop there or maybe we'll see what happens. But I would not short here. We're too close to the data highs to short. I'd only wait for like a manipulation like here, and then if we got an inverse off of another sell side sweep, that's when I'd take a long. But that's just my opinion, not financial advice. Again, the best play right now would be getting a manipulation like, then getting an inversion. Because again, if you're going for protected high, you want to see us retake out sell side to get the best setup possible. Because we've not really retaken out any major sell side or don't have manipulation here, it's just not as good as it could be. So I did not take any trades on a live account today. I really don't want to trade live account until elections are over. There is no such thing as an F minus setup. It just goes to like a C setup. This is, I mean, this would almost be, I mean, this isn't a C setup. I have seen stuff like this work before. This is definitely like a B setup, but a C setup is like, you're in the middle of the range, it's choppy, you're going against bias. Like this is a C setup right here. Like this doesn't even make sense. it's just choppy. You're just a random fair value gap. It's not obvious. I don't know. I mean, if you can be profitable on a demo account spams for like 3-4 months, then you can start learning how to trade. You can start trading. And F setup looks like you shouldn't be trading. So someone in my Discord says, I don't understand why this isn't working out. Because, dude, you're going for a protected high that's high resistant. It's so hard to hit stuff like these. Again, this hasn't stopped out yet, so this could still work, but it's just it takes so long because it's not an A+ setup. It's not light bulb. I mean, it's just you don't want to target a high that's protected like this. It just sucks. This is a rejection block. At least the other play, took was better because this was actually low in the range. Did we have any protected high when I took this play down here? Was there any protected highs I was going for when we were down here? Yes or no? No. When I got in long down here, I was going for engineer liquidity. We don't have engineer liquidity anymore. I mean, this is protected, you know? So it's just a whole different play that's just not that good. You want to go for engineer liquidity, not protected highs. And this is in the middle of the range. This was much more lower in the range. So. Pretty bad PA here. Don't really have anything to say. I think I'm going to get stopped out, but can't say for sure. Yeah, that could be the reason. Yeah, the first trade was an A- setup. This is a B setup. So, and again, that's not hindsight. I said both ratings before they even played out. So you can just see the difference in why I don't take B setups in a live account versus I'll still maybe take an A- setup. But again, as long as your brain's connecting the dots on why this is not a good setup versus why this is a good setup, that's all that matters because it's going to prevent you from taking trades like this. And even if this does work, I still would not take this in my live account. If we could pump like 1,000 points right now, I'd never long this. Ever. I never long this. And I don't think people understand that. Like I've been in so many winning trades on eval accounts where it works, but I still want to take it on a live account because it's a 50% win rate. I've been around in the market long enough to know there's just not high probability. It's a B setup. It works 50% of the time. If it works, great. If not, I don't care. It's just not something I take in a live account. But again, you can see like I'm probably gonna get stopped out because why would we be stalling here? We wouldn't. What I want to see for like a better A setup is if we manipulate here and then we got an inversion. That would be the A+ setup maybe. Because then we could retarget the protected high because then we built up enough liquidity and ran stops again. My God, dude. Camera's not. Give me 1 second. All right, my camera keeps on. Because then we ran enough stops again and manipulated to target that protected high. So that's what you really want to see. And then this would be the A setup. This would not be a B setup down here if we got it. This is your B setup. All right, let's see. Will it stop me out? It should. If what I'm saying is correct, it should stop me out, but we'll see. On average, how many A+ setups do you see a week? I would say like 4 or 5. On this week, we're probably not going to get that many A+ setups, but we'll see. Okay, not really that bearish. See, that was kind of bullish reaction, so. No, it's not a hickey. It's just a pimple. Do I take trades in lunch hour? Yeah, if AM session sucks, I'll take lunch hour trades. Okay, what's happening here is we're just forming a lot of low liquidity here now, I feel like. It's just a weird PA. I don't know. So we kind of do eventually liquidity here now, but this is honestly like in hindsight, this is kind of a bullish reaction. So maybe this works. I don't know. This is in general, this price action sucks. This is all election price action. This just sucks. So yeah, this is a trend line short. So this is another trend line short. So this could work for a short, but obviously we don't trade trend line shorts. We want to see them broken. But we're back at this mini trend line. During election week, we've been seeing a lot of these trend lines being respected every time. So if this was respected now, I would not be surprised. That's not how us ICT traders trade at all, but we want to see this broken, which hopefully happens, but we'll see. Yeah, we could do that reliable. Framework for potential A plus setup in PM. If we get like the data highs and maybe get a short, we could get an A plus setup. Look at this. Look how much we're rejecting this trend line right now. This is just what's been happening during election season. All these trend lines are being respected. And you know, like just being an ICT trader, just I don't know, it makes you think more. And I don't know, there's so much that you can think about and understand about the market that goes beyond ICT. And this is definitely one of them. Knowing trend lines being respected during elections is just one of the things. And ICT doesn't teach that. That's just something you see during a market like this where there's a lot of uncertainty. So what's going to happen? We're going to keep engineering liquidity longer than normal, and these trend lines are going to be respected every time because that's just what happens before uncertainty. So I do not know of any ICT traders who does London. No. All right. Will it stop me out here? Let's see. We're forming a lot of engineering liquidity here. So if we get another inversion here, definitely wouldn't be a bad play. But this is a B setup right here. So nice trend line rejection there. Again, I predicted that trend line rejection because it's election week. And I've known the personality of this market the past couple weeks. And this is what you see. You see all these trend lines respected. So kind of cool to watch in a live time and kind of show you why I predicted that was going to be respected because of the nature of the market. And that's also, again, why it was a B setup and not an A, and why it wasn't like an A setup. So now we got engineer liquidity above here. We took out the low again. So this is what we want to see for a better setup here. So now we manipulated here. Now if we got a setup, this would be more of like an A setup, okay? So let's see what we get here. It took me like 3 years to be profitable, I would say. Let's see, did we tap discount again? We did tap discount too. So yeah, this setup right here, if we got like a really good candle over this, I would probably give this an A setup right here. Because now we've manipulated, now it's okay to retarget this protected high because we manipulated back underneath a new engineered sell side. Does that make sense, everyone? Isn't it crazy how you can predict trendline rejections? Like, bro, I never used to be able to do that. Like, knowing that what week we're in, knowing it's NFP week, knowing we have elections next week, like, you can literally predict trendline rejections. Like, dude, there's like, if there was no algorithm that ran this market, dude, I would not be able to predict that. It's just crazy. Data lows in 15-minute gets inversed, maybe, but right now this is entering liquidity to the upside, so. Yeah, so I'm not trading my live account until elections pass, unless I see like an S plus 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 S tier setup. But I'm off my live account until elections pass. This stream is just for entertainment purposes only, so. No, I never always traded the IVG. That was kind of a model I formed. Trend friend, no, I do not. I'm still green on the day, so that's good, but not as green as I could have been. Oh, Kyle, I forgot to wear that. All right, if we get like a really good candle through here, this could be a good setup. Let's see. This would be like a more of an A setup. This thing about election and trend lines is total BS. So you might think it's BS, but you can predict trend line rejections before NVIDIA earnings, before big tech earnings, before like just big news events. You're going to see trend lines respected a lot more. And also knowing that we should manipulate before going for a protected high up here because it's protected. That's another kind of reasoning I thought that trend line would be rejected. There's a lot more than just elections. It's a lot more. There's a protected high up here, so you're generally going to see this trend line respected until we remanipulate. Everything I'm saying right now is not easy stuff to understand. Like, this is stuff that took me years to kind of figure out. So, well, going long would be decent because I don't know, we're in discount. So, if we don't get along, we don't get along. We could just dump here, but I'm just watching just in case. We're also in a 5-minute. This is the 5-minute as well. Yeah, this is really deep into the range. So let's say I stayed in the trade from earlier. Would the stop have saved me? If I stayed in the trade from earlier. If I did not go stop to break even after the average up, would I have taken more of a loss? Yes, I would have. You can see prices now back down to my original entry. Where's my original entry? It was right here. So you can see, statistically speaking, when we go up, take out this protected high, and then go back down again, I move stop break even because I know 60% of the time it's going to come down to my stop anyways. And you can see doing that was a very, very smart decision. Okay? Because look where we are now. I would have gone stop that anyways. And that's, I just know that from backtesting. So now if we inverse this 5-minute, then what would I expect price to do? I'd expect us to go to these data lows. So we'll see what happens. Again, also, if you kind of see this price action, is this light bulb price action right here? Or are these all really dead, choppy candles? Yeah, all very dead candles. Again, this is just like reason number 69 why I'm not on my live account right now. All dead candles. The only decent price action we got today was honestly this reversal. And then you can see candles just died. Okay, see how these are dead? Again, that's just another reason why I don't trade my live account. And that just happens during elections. It's not unexpected. It's just because elections. I'm not trading trend lines. I'm just using them as phantoms. Like I know when this trend line is likely to be rejected because we haven't manipulated yet and we haven't protected high. But they're a good confluence. So I I just back tested election week and won. So why change? Because that was during COVID. I bet election week during COVID was probably easier than what it's gonna be now. Thoughts on IFG on the 15? I mean, we're in discount. I want to short this low. If we got like a really good candle here, I'd maybe try this long, but we'll see. It needs to be like a really good candle above this. 2 minute, we have a 2 minute and 1 minute. And we'd be delivering from a 5 minute. Yeah, 2 and 1 look the cleanest in my opinion. Yeah, I would wait for the 1 and 2 here probably. But we need a good candle. Mm. Do, 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 do. You can tell if the market wants to go long. Like you can just tell. That definitely doesn't right now until we get like that massive stop out candle. Data high and data low is just when we get a news event high or low. Like it's created off a news event. Just label this as LRLR real quick. I'm telling you, you will see the light bulb candle here if we get it. It'll be a light bulb candle. It'll be like, okay, people are definitely gonna get stopped out here. Just wait. This could be the candle right here. Let's see how this 1 minute closes. Ugh. So we're back at this trend line, but now it makes sense to break the trend line because we did manipulate. But if we don't break it, then I won't take it. So no close there. So now we can wait for the 2 minute. Let's see if the 2 minute closes above. You see news events on Forex Factory. So there's 30 seconds to the 2 minute close. Does it look like the 2 minute wants to close above here? No, not literally not at all. So we'll just have to wait. 1 minute inversed, yeah, but it didn't inverse this gap here, and the 2 minute didn't inverse. There's not. I'm thinking of the market in terms of liquidity. It just doesn't look like people got stopped out yet. I don't know. Like this is not like a light bulb candle for me. You want to see people getting stopped out here. Like let's say we form this 1 minute OB and then we break above both these fair value gaps at the same time. That would be more of a light bulb reaction. Let's see if we get it. Again, you can tell that this is just dead. The market doesn't have any volume to break this for some reason. Okay, let's see. Maybe we do now. Could get it now. And if we get this 1 minute OB and we break this IPG, I will try this. Again, but this is eval only. This is still not live account price action. Okay, trust. Trust. There could be way better price action than this. All right, so not going to break that fair value gap. So I'm going to stay out for now, and now I'll kind of use the 2 minute. I think this would be more of an A minus setup now. It would have been an A setup here, but more of an A minus setup now. It kind of took a little long. All right, looks like this 2 minute will close above. We'll just make sure. And we have a 1 minute OB. I really want to see this fair value gap close above too. All right, so there's the 2 minute close. So I'm going to long this. Again, this is the eval only. It looks like this did get close above. So, and then I'll probably go stop break even here. So more of an A minus setup, but it's still better than the first setup in my opinion. So now the reason why I'd go stop break even here is because if this is LRLR, you're not going to see a stall here. So I know if the market's truly going to be bullish here, we would not stall here. So I would go to break even there. That's just what I would do, but it's up to you. Data high and data low is just the low and high formed off of news red folder events. LRLR is trendline liquidity. Definitely stalling more than I like here, but gotta be patient. Ideally, you want to see this blast above because then you know it's a true LRLR run or it's truly low resistant. So like that. So I'm going to go south break even here, and I'm going to do 3 off here. 3 off there. I'm going to do 1 off here, which this is going to be super hard to hit, but so there's 3 off there. Just because that is still 1.5 R. And then I'm going to do 1 there and then 1 here. So see how, so the only B setup I called out fails, right? 50% winner trade. This was an A minus setup. This was an A minus setup. Both worked. And see why you want to wait for the manipulation back blower to go higher again? Because if we don't get that manipulation back here, I don't trust this to be hit. Now, since we made a low, engineered it, retook it out, manipulated it, now it makes sense for price to go back up here. And that's what I was kind of explaining before. So this is why I'd give this a much better setup. So now we do sell limit up there. I do feel safe for the stop loss of break even because you can see we closed above this, which makes sense. And yeah, honestly, we should not really stop here, but we'll see. We got little LRLR here as well, which I want to see break with good volume. it's not sketchy because we have data highs above. So again, this is what I call the Texas state pattern. So what you guys can see here is it's just the state of Texas. So it's a pretty good pattern. Again, ICT does not teach us in his mentorship, just so you guys know. So you can kind of see it has a little Texas pattern to it. Again, this is called the Big Dodgy Texas pattern. Yeah, keep low. Max leverage long account. The big Texas pattern. IPGs. I'm so emotional. Again, you should not see price stop here. It's 1128. We have LRLR here. All these stops should be ran. Now, what I might do is, because this high technically was protected, which it shouldn't be protected anymore, but I will move my limit down just a little bit, just in case, because this is technically a rejection block. And if I'm wrong about the bias here, well, then this is where you get screwed. So that's what I'll do. Right, this is your rejection block right here. And if I'm wrong, you're screwed. Hopefully I'm not wrong. We'll see. Do I teach this model anywhere? No, I just gamble. I literally teach this model on my YouTube for free. I have a course, which don't buy my course if you don't have the money, because I literally teach it for free on YouTube. But my course is more organized, and I also live stream on YouTube every day. But that's not for free either. No. How can you gamble like me, bro? Just type in Dodgy's DD how to gamble. I'll teach you it. Dude, I have a video on protected highs and lows in my Discord, but it's too I really try to keep my YouTube a lot more simple. It's just too advanced. This is not stuff you see every day. It's hard to teach protected highs and lows without, like, it's easy to teach these in live time because there's so many different scenarios and stuff of protected highs and lows, and just, I don't know. It's just hard. So do I invest in hard assets like real estate? Yeah, I'm actually going to look at a duplex at 1 p.m. But I would not buy the more one. I want to buy one property, and then when the market drops again, then I'll buy more. But I just want to get my feet wet, get some experience. Maybe you get a duplex. We'll see. To get the free trial of my Discord, you have to go through my Discord and click get access in my Discord. Then it'll give you a secret free trial link. All right, so if we get an OB here, that would even be better, right? Imagine if we got an OB here. That would be perfect. Perfect OB here. If we get an OB there, that would be pretty high confident. Now, if we don't get an OB here, then that would not be good. I don't teach failed OBs, but if you ever see a failed order block like this, that's not a good signature price. I don't think ICT teaches that, but how do you get the free trial? Literally, if you just go on my Discord, I'm not trying to make this into a commercial, guys, but literally, if you just go here, click free trial, and do this, I think it should bring it up. Yeah, literally, you just go to free trial here. How long would I leave a runner? I don't know. Until the data high, and then that would be it. I mean, we've equal highs above, but I don't care. This is already a winning trade, guys. I don't care what happens here. If I get south break even, I get south break even. But I already took the win on this, so yeah. D trade. No. Orange folder. I will trade before. When we get into Lewis interview, bro, I asked Lewis to do an interview and he said no. So, I don't think we're gonna get a Lewis interview. Can I? No. This isn't an OB. Sorry, I should do this. This is not an order block. I was just saying if it became one, that would be a good sign. So this is not OB yet. I was just saying if it became one. So honestly, I think I'm gonna get south break even here for the rest of these two contracts because why the hell would we pull back here and not run this LRLR? That makes absolutely zero logical sense. And this is exactly why targeting this high is just super tough and why you got to take profit here and why you got to scale half there because there's no guarantee this protected high hits and it's just super tough spot in the market to target. And every single time you get close to it, we just do all this BS and come down, then go back up, and you never know what's going to actually get hit. So. Do I see him as competition? No, because whenever someone types in how do you trade IFG when they join his Discord, I just come up. Again, if this were truly gonna hit this target, would we get this random pullback here right before this LRLR run? How many times have you ever seen this in a winning trade? Almost never. So that's how I know this is gonna be stop break even for the rest of these contracts because why the hell would this happen? Now, why else might this happen? Because it's election week. We're expecting this. We're expecting bad PA. We're expecting snaky PA. This is gonna happen during election week. This is exactly why I'm not on a live account right now. There's so many like signs and stuff just to like tell me to not trade this on my live account. Because if I took some live, my mental capital would be like, dude, what is this doing? Like I'd be annoyed. But that's why I scaled half here because I know during election week this is just gonna happen. This is just I don't know, it's just how the market works. So again, it just takes a lot of experience to understand stuff like that. There's a 1 hour order block. Yeah, it could be, but I just let me see. Yeah, maybe could get like another inverse here, maybe back to the upside. So, but now the play would look like this. But that was probably gonna be my last trade for the day. I just don't want to take my time and just waste my mental capital trying to go for this high that just it's super hard for a high like this to hit. I don't really typically trade London, but anyone who gets annoyed at a dump like this doesn't understand that's NFP week. Like during a normal good price action week, like this does not happen. See this? Like we don't stop at these LRLR runs. This would not happen. What made this high protected is it rejected a fair value gap and took out a high inside of the fair value gap. So we had a 2-minute high here, and when this high takes out this high inside the fair value gap, it becomes super high resistant. It's real. Ideally, it's really not protected anymore. So, but yeah, you can watch the stream after. Now, let's say it was on a live account right now, and I did take that on a live account. Okay. Honestly, I would have taken almost everything off besides a runner at probably like 1.5 R. Knowing, but let's say it's not election week. Let's say it's not NFP week. Well, then I would probably only take off half. Different conditions mean like I do different things, and that's just something you learn with screen time. But because that was on eval, I scaled 3 contracts, but I'm still showing you like, I don't know. It's still good to scale there for 1.5 R because knowing the conditions. So it's not protected anymore because we made a new low. We came down, we manipulated below that new low, and now it's a better setup because we got manipulation. Tanya got mad. Why did Tanya get mad? I took this long here. I took this long here, which I said was a bad setup and it was a B setup. But I still took it to show people it was a bad setup. And then I took this long down here, but all on eval. All right, could get another long here. However, this would be another B setup. It's just not that great, especially with this price action. So. Dude, that's awesome. The Texas State pattern right there. I should trademark that. If we got a good momentum candle up there, I'll enter one contract just to see if I'm right, but I'm not gonna take a actual $200 position anymore. Remember, guys, I'm risking $200 on these trades. You got to realize, like, I know it looks small, but you copy trade, okay? So multiply that by 10. I have 16 accounts. Yeah, this stream will be available on YouTube. Okay, so this is a B setup now because the price action in general, dude. Like, this is too snaky. We failed to run this LRLR. Now this setup, I have no conviction in running this LRLR because why would we fail it the first time? It makes no sense. So now this is just like a B setup because it's like, it's just not logical PA. That's all it is. I used the Trade of a Apex one. The idea for me, like I'm still bullish, like that's the idea here, but this is just horrible price action. So, well, not horrible, but it's just typically you don't see us pull back there, and we did. So it's not like I'm not okay. Wait, it's logical. It's just not like it's hard to hold a full win without getting south break even because the market just rebalances. But I feel like during non-elect, like during decent price action weeks, we usually run to the first target and then we'll rebalance, and that just didn't happen. So I'll still take this with one contract, but I'm sizing down. So if I lose, I'm still gonna be green in the day. So let's just see how this close looks here. Yeah, you can copy trade. I've already explained what you can go back in the stream and I explained what a protected high is, but all right, let's see. Will we get this? One micro entry. I'm gonna go for this. Take a single micro. Because if I lose, I don't want to be red on the day. All right, really good momentum. I think I'm gonna up at the 2 here, honestly. Nope, we're going back to 1. We're going back to 1. I don't like that close. So now the stop breaking will be here. But I went back to 1 contract because look at that. I don't like that close. We didn't even close above the volume imbalance. So technically this isn't even valid yet. But see how we didn't close above this volume imbalance? So this isn't even a valid trade yet. So yeah, this isn't even valid. But again, it's a B setup. It's a 50% win rate setup. It's just like that first setup I took the loss. It's just this will work sometimes, other times it won't, and it's just not a good setup because you're going for a hot. You're not really going for. You're just going for a sneaky price action here. There's no guarantee this hits, you know. But here, why was this a much better trade? Why was this an A setup? Because we manipulated and then we went back to the LRLR. We actually had good engineered liquidity here. This is not engineered, so this is why it's just a horrible setup. And it looks like it's going to be stopped out. But again, this wasn't even a valid trade because we did not close above this VI. So I'm going to get out there. And if we do reclose above the VI, well, I will take it because that would be a valid trade. But this is not a valid inversion setup because you need to close above this volume imbalance as well, which we did not close above. So again, you could see another fail. But again, I already said that was a bad setup. This is a good setup. This is a good setup. This was a bad setup, which lost. This was a bad setup, which lost, which this is even a bad setup. This is just an invalid setup. But I'm still green in the day because I only took it with a micro because I knew it was a bad setup. So we're still chilling. Again, live account would never have touched this. Live account would never have touched this one right here. The only two possible live account trades I would have even thought about taking is this one because we actually have good LRLR, and this one because this, and again, both of them I gave A minus. So. All right, let's see if this actually gives us a volume imbalance close, because that would be a valid play, and this would be an OB. This will be my last attempt at this. This SMT's been holding us down all day, which is kind of annoying, but again, that's why we're very careful. Horrible. Dude, if anyone's surprised that this is horrible PA, just know that, dude, this has been like this for the last 2 weeks. It's because elections, dude. I promise you. PA just doesn't run like it did before. It's all elections. Also, to be honest, his PA isn't even that bad. I mean, I took 1 win, 1 loss, which this was a bad setup, which I called out, and I took 1 win here. And this isn't even a valid setup. Right now it might be valid. Let's see. Will it be valid now? All right, there you go. So there's the valid long. Now this is valid because we now need the volume balance. And then this is where I'll go south break even, and then I'll just target this high up here. It's not like the last 2 weeks have been terrible. It's just like they have been better. They have been much better. Okay, that's what it is. So it's not like they've been atrocious, but we've had better price action, and that's what you're kind of basing your measurement based off of. So. Well, now it's valid because we have an order block and we have a volume imbalance here that we broke. For an IFG to be valid, we need to break both. So. Want to see a honestly, I was gonna say you want to see a speed up here, but it's not a macro time, so really anything can happen. Yeah, my TP is gonna be here. Now this is. I wish I was in 2 contracts, but I'm not taking 2 contracts here. There's just no way. I'm done for the day, guys. It's just I'm seeing if I'm right, basically. If I wasn't done for the day, I'd go full side position in here, and what I'd do is I'd scale some here, and yeah. But this is horrible PA, and it's after 11, and it's almost lunchtime, so that's just why I'm in 1 micro, because I'm still going to be green on the day if I lose. Any codes for MFFU? Yeah, it's code dodgy for MFFU if you want to use my code, but or you can use. I recommend Apex, but it's up to you. So I already think this could be a loss because, again, we're stalling at this LRLR, and we always stall here during election week, and then we come back down, we manipulate, and then you just get stopped out. Then we go back up. You never know when price is going to run. This is just what happens in a few weeks. But not only that, but it's election day, week before election. So already because of this reaction, I already know I'm going to get stopped here because of this, because I've been in so many winning trades and I know what usually happens, and this doesn't usually happen. So I'll still leave my stop loss where I am. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, it doesn't matter because I'm still playing the probabilities. I'm still following what I should do in the model. I'm not executing based off emotion. I'm not executing based off of subjective thoughts here. I'm just executing based off statistics here. So if I don't get stopped out, then it doesn't really matter. I mean, I could say anything right now and not change how I trade this. Could get a 30-second here. This would be nice. Don't you guys love this PA? Super snaky. Texas pattern. My code in MFFU is 0 off. That's weird. Is there it depends on the account, I think. It depends on the account. I think it's let me see. I think it's for the it's for the milestone plan right now. That's what it is for. I don't even know what the milestone plan is. I don't have accounts with them, but this 30-second doesn't want to break. So yeah, this 30-second does not want to break. Therefore, is this bullish at all? No, not bullish at all unless this breaks. So, am I getting out of my position though here? Nope. I'm still executing based on my edge and my winning model that I know has a high win rate. So, it's just super slow to get there, unfortunately. Macro time does start in 1 minute, so maybe the macro time will clutch up for us. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Look how much this 30-second, like this 30-second stalling so much that I think if we do break it, it could blast us up. Okay. Decent momentum there. Macro time starts in 30 seconds. I can do like one live stream a month on YouTube. All right, so here's the macro time. Already a very, very bearish reaction. So this is definitely getting stopped out now. If this doesn't get stopped out, this is just either one horrible PA or I'm just getting lucky because this is horrible PA. We'll see. Again, you don't whenever I take an inversion in a good market, you do not spend time here. I'm telling you. This is why I'm off a live account right now. Price does not spend that much time here. But it's just happening because we have so much news and we have so much like elections. It doesn't usually happen like this. All right. Guess the macro is printing. Again, I'm still not executing based off what I'm saying right now, by the way. I'm still not executing based off motion. I'm still executing on how the model should be executed, which is very snaky. Then it somehow works, and then, yeah. So if we hit here, I'll move soft break even. Because this is how the model says I should trade it, because this is what I've taught, and this is what I backtested. Execute off the model, do not execute off of emotion. Can we blast above this, please? Okay, there we go. So now south break even. This is how I execute the model. And why do I move south break even here? Because I know if I'm right, we should not slow down at this LRLR here. And if we do, that's a horrible sign. And I likely get stopped out anyways, right? So let's see. I'm probably going to get stopped at break even here. Let's see if it saves me. There we go. So stop the break even because I know in a winning trade, this is not going to happen, right? So let's see if the break even saves me here. Again, why, like when we hit this internal high, you do not want to see this reaction. This is very bearish. And that's why I go south break even, because if we have this protected high in LRLR above, I don't want to mess around with this if this isn't going to be ran right there and then, especially during a macro time. Why would this not be run during a macro time? That's the other thing too. I do not watch DXY. No. The break even ripped me off. We'll see if it rips me off in a second. Statistics say 60% of the time it gets to the break even, we end up dumping anyways. So let's just see. Honestly, I'm going to take this 15-second too. I don't mind this. Again, this what's holding us down right now is this protected high, bro. This is like been holding us down all day, dude. If this protected high gets slammed, we'll go up. But it's almost like a supply zone. This just doesn't have enough liquidity engineered because of how protected this is. But it's truly not protected anymore. You just don't know when it's truly gonna break now. So all right, let's see. Will this 15-second get close above? Dude, this price action's so good, dude. All right, will we get the close? No close there. Nope. I don't know. I don't know why this LRR is a big ran. It's just election PA, dude. This is such bad PA. It's just so much stalling. Nothing works out right away. It's just like personality of what happens before elections. Yeah, I'm on an eval account right now, left witch. This is just an educational thing. If I wasn't streaming right now, I would have probably touched grass like an hour ago. I would not be touching this. But because I'm on stream, I'm still trying to teach you guys, so. So looks like it's not going to give the entry. Again, the break even could still save us here. Let's see. So if anyone joined the stream to make money today, that was our first wrong decision because we have elections next week. So I'm not focused on making money until elections pass. Any professional traders probably logged out of the live account until elections are passed. So I've already explained the protected high multiple times. The break even could still save me here. Let's see. If we dump here, I'll be happy because the break even technically saved me. So here's my entry, right? So here's the entry. And my stop loss would have been like probably here. So let's just see. We'll see. Will it save us? All ICT traders trade demo. Yeah, dude. I trade demo every day. Protected highs are highs that take out another high inside of a fair value gap. And it creates this really high resistant condition to make it very hard for the market to come up here. So do you see how we had a high, rejected a fair value gap, and then we took out that same high here. We took it out again, and the body did not close above this fair value gap here. So we have a fair value gap here. We took it a high, and we dumped, and it makes this very high resistant because it's the high that took out another high inside of fair value gap. I've explained it like 50 times today. Dude, all the people in my Discord chat are being like saying they're annoyed, but I'm not annoyed at all. Like I'm expecting this price action to be like this. I'm like mentally prepared for this until election passes. So like I don't really care at all. This is just what happens. Uh, guys, BNB isn't a loser. BNB, like by him saying ICT traders trade demo and trade whatever, that's just his perspective of ICT, and that's okay. Maybe he like had like a different experience than all of us, but he must have probably watched a video or something calling him out, and he probably just believed it or something. And because of that, now he has a different perspective that makes him hate on us. But again, if you the strongest people, the smartest people at the end of the day understand that people have different perspectives. So the fact that he's saying ICT trades demo or whatever, I mean, I respect his opinion because maybe he has a different experience. So not really much you can say to that. Look how bad this PA is, dude. This is so choppy. Uh, this is so funny. This is like I was totally expecting this today. Yeah, maybe BNB just hasn't had his aha moment yet. All right, back. So I'm just pretending like I'm still in this trade and I did get stopped at break even. So it would be back to entry right now. So far, has the break even mentally saved us here? Has it mentally saved us? I think so, because why would you want to sit in this chop? I wouldn't. Yeah, you can pass an eval in one day. All right, let's see. Will the break even save us? You'll see why I go to break even. Maybe. Please dump here. Can I give a Bitcoin signal? No. I've been doing fundeds. I've been copy trading 16 accounts. So. Dude, look at that call though. Like, look, I go stop the break even there because I know in a winning market this is not gonna happen. I know, I just know because I've traded for so long. And when we hit this high, I go to stop the break even, knowing damn well enough if we were truly bullish, we would have broken that on this high, and we didn't. So I go break even, and what happens after? This BS happens. This is all stuff I learned from backtesting and trading for a long time. Now, after I get off stream, I will still be looking for these data highs. So I may, if we do get another textbook set up or that's decent, I will still take another long to these data highs if we get it today. But I likely won't be on stream for that because I swear every single time I'm on stream we get bad PA. So when I end it, we'll probably get a textbook set up to this, but we'll see. Yeah, that's completely valid, Joe. All right, should we try this? Type one if we should try this 15-second. I'll try with like one micro, but and it doesn't even look like we're gonna get it. Yeah, T-Trade is goated. If anyone says this price action is like different than what we usually get, then you're like straight blind. I'm telling you, man, this is not normal price action, dude. This is so bad. So bad, dude. Ugh. And I'm still green. This is horrible, and I'm still green. I take the wrong decisions during these days, dude. I'm just trading my model, man. That's all I'm doing. If we hit data highs later, don't say I didn't tell you so. I traded a 16. Dude, price action. I'll show you when price action was good, right? Price action was good here, and price action was good here. Everywhere else, this sucked. This sucked. This sucks. Everywhere else, it sucked. We had two good legs of price action today. It was this dump and this pump, and then this and this. Everything else, look at these candlesticks, dude. These are all dead candlesticks. Dead, 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 dead. This is dead. Everything's dead here. All dead. Like, we need like a grave for this price action. Bro, the market can consolidate all it wants. But there's a difference between dead candles and the market consolidate. Like, there's good consolidation and bad consolidation. We've had good consolidation. Like, I can't explain it, but we've had good, like, this is all dead consolidation. This is dead. Time distortion, everything. These candles look dead, and you only know that from screen time, dude. Like, look at this. This is dead. Time distortion. I mean, Aiden, yeah, typically, but all right. If we get a close above this, I'll take another one micro. This is gonna be the last play of the day. I'm still green on the day. I think I'm up like $100 right now, so I'll risk like $20 on this. Again, remember that yes, this is little money, but you gotta realize copy trading does exist. Okay, I'm not gonna go more into it, but. Yeah, no problem, Big Frank. All right, this is the last try, and then I'm done after this, and I'll go stop the break even if we get here again, because I know damn well if I'm right, we should not stall here. Only if this 15-second breaks. Let's see. No break there yet. God damn, it's not gonna give me the entry. Please give me the entry. Over trading, dude. I'm green for the day. I'm literally risking when I'm already up. Like, if I lose this trade, I'm still green. I'm just managing that risk at the end of the day. It's still my model, technically, even though this price action sucks. And I still think it's the safe stop to break even, so we'll see. If we don't close above, we don't close above. I'm not taking it if we don't close above. Look at that. Look at that. Body didn't even close above. Now if we close above, we would have an order block too, which would be pretty decent. Dude, there's dead consolidation, and then there's consolidation where you could actually kind of trade it. Everything in the past recent weeks have just been dead like time distortion consolidation. I have traded consolidation before in like the 1 or 2 minute time frame very profitably. Like, but not during I just haven't been able to do it in a couple months because price action has been dying down. I don't know. It's just a feel. It's a feel, like it's an intuition thing. Jeffrey, I do both. Someone said I gave back all my profits from the first trade. No, I didn't. I'm still green on the day. I'm up $100 right now. I just checked. By the way, this is another. I would get this like maybe a B plus setup. I would get this B plus. I mean, we've rejected it twice, so if it breaks, I mean, I think it's a safe stop to break even. All right, looks like this 15 seconds not going to give us the play. Okay, which is fine because that's the market telling me that this is good. Like, okay, if it's not going to go up, well, then we're not going to get the 15-second inverse. It's fine. See how that close saves me? See how I don't take the trade? Because if that close doesn't close above, I'm not taking it. See how that saves me to the tick? This is super, dude. If you don't believe there's an algorithm that runs this market, dude, just look at this shit, dude. Look at this. This literally doesn't, I don't enter because it closes to the exact tick. It does not close above, so I don't enter. And I don't take a loss because of it. It needs to close above. It doesn't close above. Now you're probably like, oh, but the 30-second close above. This is too choppy to take just a single time frame inverse. You have to wait for the 15-second and the 30-second, which both did not close above. So, all right, it looks like the original stop is gonna save me. So you can see. Let's see if it saves me. So if this candle closes below, and I did not go to break even, this would have been an L if I didn't go to break even. Let's see. I only got 10 seconds to the close. 60% of the time I get stopped to break even, we hit my stop loss anyways. And boom, there it is. So I saved myself. See that? I knew to go to break even there because, again, I just know if the market was truly bullish, this BS would not happen. So you can see statistics proved my point there. And I just know that if we hit this install and I go to stop break even and I get stop break even, we're going to go down to the stop loss 60% of the time. Someone said I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, for sure, dude. I don't know what I'm doing. No discipline. I overtraded. Bro, you guys don't know anything. I'm laughing, dude. Yeah, guys, I got no discipline. My psychology sucks. Dude, free chat is too funny. Dude, this is more fun for me. All right. I don't think you know how to trade, buddy. If you think that. All right. I gotta go. So I'm likely not gonna take any other trades. But I guess I can still tape read for another 30 minutes because I gotta go at maybe I'll go to the gym. I think I'm gonna go to the gym actually. So yeah, that's the live stream today. Pretty bad price action, which is why I was on an eval account only. But I'm gonna be like this probably up until elections. I'm still expecting all this to be ran, just so you guys know. I'm still expecting this to be ran. But you can see this trend line has rejected 50 million times, and it's probably going to break at some point. I just don't know when. I'm not going to try to be the superhero and predict when. But my target for the end of the day will still be these data highs. However, I really need to see like something to tell me that. Right now, this is nothing. So, yeah, I guess this is just going to be happen before elections. This trend line is just going to be respected. So if you're a retail trader and you trade trend line rejections, congratulations, you're rich today. All right, now, yeah, that's it for today. So I'll see you guys later. Hopefully typed up. Wait. We got a type W. Wait, ready? Yo, type W if you join the stream. I'm gonna type WP video stream.